Hey there. We are here. We are live. We are happening. Tabletop Tavern 2 in the house. That's right. Got my crew right here. Up, hold on. There. Around there. They're all here too. We all here. We ready for this. Ain't that right?
I mean, I'm here. I don't know what I'm ready for.
No, you're ready.
That's right.
Yeah.
Decider.
Yeah, that's the energy I'm looking for. Yeah.
Someone ate their Wheaties.
Thank you everyone for tuning in. It is Wednesday again, and we are here for another live episode of Tabletop Tavern 2.
What episode number?
Oh gosh,
8.
I don't. 8? Is
The
it episode
best
8?
one.
8.
Party in the
What's-
streets. Is
Party
what we're.
in the streets.
Oh, it's a party. I mean,
I could put our party music back on if you want.
don't worry. I'll fill this party with
The party, Marty.
the sounds of battle. That will be plenty of music enough. So,
I love those sounds.
aren't they the metal clanging?
What is best
and
in life?
wait, something about the lamentation of the women.
Hey, man, I just said what's best in life.
Oh, I
Fill in
don't-
the blanks as you choose.
sorry, I don't know all the quotes. But anyway, we have an exciting show planned for you tonight. I'm really excited to see where our team is going to, how our team's going to deal with the situation at hand. But
Good team.
yeah,
Be
B-A-G-G-R-E-S
Be aggressive.
there we go.
Yeah.
Yay.
I was always playing, so I don't know what they sing.
Let's get the introductions going.
I was not at the game. I was under the bleachers smoking a jag.
No.
Nice.
What's that?
I was in the band.
I don't know.
Oh, that's a great segue to the idea that came across. Was brilliant this week. If you haven't noticed, our characters are the Pathfinder Breakfast Club, and you can fill in as you choose. But that's what it is.
They kind of are.
I obviously am the nerd. They're Orion.
I'll be.
Yep,
What
that's
is
right.
it? Judlaw? Judlaw? Is it?
I can't remember.
Bully? I'll be the bully.
Yeah. Yeah. And
If you guys haven't
Decider is
seen the
obviously-
Breakfast Club, we're gonna do a viewing. We're gonna do a community movie viewing in the community.
Yeah.
Yes. I am
Weren't there
down
only-
for that.
Weren't there only
Dave
4
is-
of them?
No, there's 5. There's
There's 5.
Molly
there's the
Ringwald,
Jock. Yep.
Emilio
Jed
Estevez,
Nelson.
the
Mike.
Estevez kid. What? I
Yep.
forget which one it
Emilio
was.
Estevez.
Yep.
Um,
There was the
weird
goth
science
girl,
guy.
the goth girl,
Yep. And then
the
the nerd. Uh-huh.
and
The dropout.
From 16
the
Candles.
Yeah.
Burnout.
yeah, the burnout.
Molly Ringwald.
Molly Ringwald, yeah.
Yep.
And so Orion's the nerd. Mark Tov's the jock. And you guys fill out the rest.
We lost our GM.
I'll be the principal.
And and Decider is absolutely the teacher. And he's like, I'm watching you or whatever he does.
That's
Oh,
that's
yeah.
You
two.
get the bull.
I
What's
kind of
Decider?
slowly sank down to just get out of frame, but I'm kind of stuck. I'm honestly not sure how I'm gonna get out of this. Hold on. 1 second.
Oh my God, guys, we won.
Uh-oh.
We killed the DM.
We did it. All right, game over.
And next week on Tabletop Tavern 2, we're going to adventure to a land.
All right, I'm good.
Doc says I'm calling 911.
That was a struggle. I
Face
did not.
when you came back up, though.
I can see the flush and the sweat and the sheen on it.
I couldn't go down further, and I couldn't grip anything to get back up, so I was just stuck. Oh God!
So you do one of those controlled falls and just like roll.
It would have knocked down my whole green screen. There's a cat tower behind that with a cat on it. It would have been pure
The cat's probably
pandemonium.
freaking out.
That would have been great.
Oh my God!
Daddy's hurt. Daddy's hurt. Meow.
Time to eat 'em.
Time to eat 'em.
Time to get them eyeballs.
Oh no.
All that soft tissue.
Anyway, the reason
So
I
when
was
season
That ain't
2
the- that
starts,
ain't the
does that mean
Alex.
we get to do a Breakfast Club intro?
the reason I was originally
Oh, that's
sinking
right.
out.
We could completely do that, Luna,
We could.
because we had the season 1 friends.
Yeah.
Dawson's
Not
Creek.
Friends. Dawson's Creek.
Dawson's Creek.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Oh, Friends will be season 3.
Yeah.
Well, we got enough
Yeah.
for friends too, right? You got Chandler, Joey. I don't know the rest of
How
them.
you doing?
Chandler, Joey. That's it. That's all.
Yeah, I
Chandler,
got
Joey.
Chandler.
Monica,
Ross,
Uh,
Monica,
Phoebe,
Phoebe,
Monica, Rachel.
There you go. There's 6 of us.
Ross.
Yeah.
Oh, Ross.
Pivot. Anyway, the reason I was originally syncing out of frame was because this guy here may have never actually seen from start to finish all of Breakfast Club. So
What?
Yeah.
What did you?
Even I have.
What did you just say to me?
I've seen
My
like
son has, and he's 16.
I've seen like a whole bunch of parts of it. I
He's
just
a 16-year-old typical nerd millennial.
F's
and
in
loves
chat
it.
for Decider. He didn't know who Gary Gygax was, and he's never seen The Breakfast Club.
What?
who's
F's
Gary
in chat.
Gygax? No, I know who
How
Gary
old are
Gygax
you?
is. I'm 31.
Aw, you're the baby, right?
We're gonna get the boo.
No.
Just
Remove
No, I was
Disc.
No,
gonna
he
say
is not.
I think Disc is the baby.
is the baby. It's just,
Oh.
Yes, I am.
Yeah, you such
think
a
I'm the old
good
man.
baby, aren't you?
I turned 25 the other week.
oh, I just want to pinch your
25.
cheek. Oh,
Man,
God.
that was 20 years ago.
good
25.
times. Good times.
All right, let's go.
Anyway, let's get
do
some
the thing.
introductions going.
That was 2002.
Dice Barbarian, how you doing, man?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm glad to get to hang out with some really cool people and do some fun stuff. I got my Lux shirt on.
Yeah.
I'm already ready to rock. I want to have a good episode today.
That's
See what
right.
happens.
I'm with you on that. Totally with you. Amanda, how you doing?
I'm good. How has your week been?
Oh, you know, it's been a little weird, but you know, this is been a thing that I am massively looking forward to, and
Yeah,
I think it's
definitely.
smooth sailing from here on out. You know, once we get this show in. So
Yeah, I've been excited for tonight for like, I don't know, since the end of last week. So I'm ready to go.
well, I've been excited for it since 2 weeks ago. So there.
You just got a disadvantage roll.
Yeah.
You get a disadvantage roll.
Yeah.
Suck
You
it.
want more? I can do this all day.
I
All
could do this
day.
all day, bro.
Mike, how you doing?
Do me last. Do me last.
I just don't want to do you at all. Remove Disc. How you doing?
I'm doing well. I have seen The Breakfast Club
You never want to be the last one.
and having a lot of fun.
Excellent.
I just realized that my shirt says bourbon.
Yeah.
Question mark?
Guess what I'm
Bourbon?
drinking?
Bourbon?
No,
Bourbon?
no, actually, it's just whiskey. Anyway,
I could use some gin tonight.
Apple
Holy
juice.
cow.
it's apple juice. It's my apple juice.
You know what? I think I'm gonna open a bottle of wine on break.
That sounds good. I like that idea.
Good idea.
Oh, I
I
have
wish I had a
wine.
bottle of wine to open.
Hey,
I got
great.
some cheap ass tequila.
Here I was thinking
Yeah.
I'm all out of
Yeah.
How
wine.
do you still have that bottle?
I think I've got a 3-liter box in the fridge.
Because I'm a
I'm
bitch and
good.
I'm nursing it.
Of rosé.
I do, yeah. 3-liter box of rosé.
Rosé all day.
That's right.
All day rosé.
Oh,
All day rosé. That's right.
Wine shouldn't come in a box.
It can
Hey,
and
there's
it
some good
does.
wine that comes in a box. Actually, up here in my state, we have wine juice boxes. They're little boxes like this.
True, they're fantastic.
And it's great when you go golfing. You rip the bag out of the box and you just stuff that in your golf bag.
I haven't
guy's
done
a
that
Good
one yet.
idea.
It's a great
guy I
idea.
know.
Bottle or nothing, honestly.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm a snob when it comes. I only like red, so.
This is Luna. How you
Not
doing?
like Waterloo.
I don't even know anymore. After all this, I don't even know which end is up anymore. I'm doing pretty well. I'm really glad we're playing tonight. I know we all talked offline and we were all saying that, you know, the distraction was much needed. So
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
I'm excited that we're all here tonight and I'm excited to be with you guys. So
Hell yeah. Let's
and we have
have
an
some
awesome
fun.
chat and I can't even keep up with all the awesomeness that's in chat right now. So
That is so
you know, there's that
awesome.
too.
So cool. So many cool people.
Awesome.
Mike. How you doing?
Guys, how you doing?
How you doing?
How you doing?
How you doing?
Listen, stop
Joey.
perpetuating the stereotype of my people.
I'm Italian too.
Guys, I thought I would point out two things. All right. So my girlfriend got me a shirt, this shirt, and it's like, I know it's hard to see the colors, but it's fluorescent pink and fluorescent blue. It's totally retro wave flamingos.
It's very nice.
So you guys got to be able to get down with the retro wave flamingos. The second thing is a little more serious, guys. We don't ever talk politics here, ever at all. But all I want to say to you guys out there is no matter what's going down, where you are, be safe, be there for your friends and family. We're all one people on this earth, so love everybody like the brother they are. And please keep those that are safe, those that are important to you safe. and that includes all you guys and the people in the community. So it's a really hard time, and hopefully we can provide a little bit of respite from that tonight. So that's all I want to say. All that needs to be said. You guys rock, and thank you for being here.
Well said, Mike. Couldn't have said it better myself. But
No,
yeah.
you couldn't. That's why I said it.
No, I really couldn't. That's why you did it. Yeah.
Snap.
No, he's right.
Snap.
He's right.
Shots fired.
Mine would have been like, I like you. And that would have been it. So
I like you.
same
Yeah, I
meaning behind
like
it, but
you.
you know, just I think it sounds much better coming from Mike. And no, seriously, you guys all be safe. Be, you know, like Mike said, we're all here together. So with that in mind, we've got some bonuses to give out that we have all together accumulated. Let's start off with
All
what do I
together
have?
now. All together now. All together now.
Quaman is given a +1 to Evie. Pop Fanatic has given a +1 to Shula. Sorry, I was like, who's Shula Floopayaya? I was like, oh, that's the emote. I got it. Quaman.
That's the new version of shula la 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 la.
It's
Yeah,
Shula Floopayaya. Quaman has given another +1 to Shula. Moon 20 has given a +1 to Shula. Faye has given a disadvantage token to me. Thank you. You might as well just label Mike on that.
Yeah, say,
pretty
don't
much.
you mean Mike?
Yeah. I corrected it though. I corrected it. Let's see here. Ooh, did someone in the chat over here just condense all the references for me? Thank you, Wolf's Blood. +1 to Luna from Optimus. A +1 to Dice Barbarian from Optimus. A +1 to Arcturus from Quaman. +1 to Dice Barbarian from Lukai. A +1 to Mike from Wolf's Blood, and a +1 to Marktov from Wolf's Blood. Thank you, everyone, for all of your support.
The Orion Knights are in full force. That's right. The Orion Knights.
The Orionites.
Assemble. The Orion Knights assemble.
Orionites assemble.
So with that in mind, why don't we get some lovely D20 rolls going?
Can I just take?
Might as well
can I
just
take
use the
20 on
channel
that?
point option to give Mike a disadvantage roll.
Ooh, strong
Can we-
17.
Can we use that on Sundays too?
Honestly, I mean, it applies to both shows.
For the people
I
that
Oh,
advise
don't-
all
19.
shows, actually, at this point. What are we doing?
Rolling D20s.
All right, I will roll d20s.
Let's see here. I'll give you disadvantage on that, so we'll take the lowest of that, and that is a 1.
147.
I don't even.
Yeah. So I see a 1 in there, so that's your roll, Mike.
I am absolutely going to get lower than a 5 just because
Let's
I
see.
know how
Get a 4.
bad of a person I
Get a
am.
4.
Yep. There's
Oh.
a 2.
Nice.
You know what's so weird?
You thought it and you made
You
it
rolled
happen.
an 18.
It
Yeah,
rolled
I
an
saw that.
I was
18.
gonna say it was an 18 on the die.
That was absolutely an 18. I saw it.
No, the system says a 2.
All right. So it must be broken. So you're going to give me one more roll. Okay, cool. Yeah, 16. There we go.
It was a 2 again.
It came up 2 on my screen.
All right,
so
I
weird.
guess.
All
Whatever.
right, let's. I mean, I'm kind of getting tired of hearing you reading them, but you know that's the dice.
I can
so.
I can do it.
Let's see.
Really
Can I
easy,
make all
folks.
these spin?
Made some eggs. We
I
found out
cannot.
something about a brooch, and then we went and fought this ugly thing, and then time ran out.
Utiag.
Yeah, Utia.
Utyag.
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 So yeah, we were at the house. We finished up all our shifts. There was a crazy dream that Evie had. I don't know how I know this because it's in her mind.
I
Ooh.
whispered it to you after the show. That's how. Nobody was watching.
Like why he was sleeping.
Anyway,
And
all
I-
right.
True, I
So,
saw it.
so we did that.
And I told
we,
Arcturus.
We made really salty. Martov made me really salty eggs in the morning. It was made with the salt of his tears because you realize he would never be as great of an adventurer as I am, and as pious as I am. So, we discovered we had this brooch. I always forget her name. I have a mental block when she comes.
Solara.
Zolara.
Zalara.
Ghost.
So Zalara came in and she was talking to us, and she did not have the power to give us a reading at that point, but she told us something about the brooch. So when we took a look at the brooch, we realized that it was the brooch that had gone missing from the queen, and there was a reward on it. according to Yaman, not Yaman, what is it?
Amen.
Yaman's
Yaman.
his brother.
His
right.
brother
Okay,
is in
my bad.
Magnamar.
Yeah, man.
Yaman.
Yeah.
Right by the beach, boy. And
Bajaman.
so
I literally
we
just
decided
taken
that
a
we
sip of seltzer water.
after we were
hurt.
talking about what we were going to do, because there was some trepidation when it came to the returning to the brooch to the castle, because we didn't know if we was going to go there and then like she was going to hang us for stealing her stuff. So we decided maybe it's a chance to get into the favor with a new person who's ruling the the city. It might be good for us and we get monies out of it, so why not? So we decided to head over to the castle so that we could claim the reward for the brooch. And on the way we met Garen
Blah 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 blah. Growl.
Grow.
Yeah,
That's the gun I've been using on Call of Duty lately and just shredding fools.
Well, use him wisely here.
All right, so he was a little bit suspect. He was very drunk, and we thought he was gonna try and like do something unsavory. Turns out he's a very accomplished fighter. He mistook Orion for a friend of his, and as we were about to make our way past him.
Wait. So Orion's not Neffy? I was pretty sure Orion was Neffy.
I am not Neffy.
No, he is.
Pretty-
He's Neffy. We definitely want him to be Neffy right now.
Pretty sure you're Neffy.
Yeah. No, we
Listen,
don't want that at all.
We can debate the merits of that later. Let me do my thing.
Fine,
Let
man.
me-
You gotta do your thing. It's fine.
I like how Davdathos
Follow your
Decider's
chair
best
again.
characters are drunks because he can do it so well.
It's called
method acting.
It's called typecasting. Yeah.
Method acting.
So as we were about to move past them, we felt some rumbling. Some of us felt some rumbling on the ground. Then some of us didn't. Then some more of us felt rumbling on the ground. And then Cthulhu came up out of the ground, full tentacles. Cthulhu. Actually, it was called a Utiog.
We had to do some heavy duty research for that.
If you need me to spell that, I'm going to need to use it in a sentence. No.
Yeah.
So we were
Spelling
fighting
dog is
Utiog,
dangerous.
and as the night ended, a second one shot up out of the ground, if I remember right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Indeed it did. Indeed it did. Which is fantastic, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
Love it.
So, like I said, we woke up, ate some eggs, found out about a brooch, and then the Utiog showed up. Time ran out.
Okay.
And then a cat.
Yeah, and then a cat attacked me. You just woke up from your nap. Go back to napping. And we got a show to do.
Oh,
The people need the show, right? They don't need to Ada. They need to show.
Yes, they do. That's
they
why they
do
come.
need
Do
I
they?
love
She
her
should be,
face. She
yeah.
looks like a wolf on the
All right.
camera.
This is your new Utyog.
She looks like Michael Jackson when he turns into a werewolf on Thriller.
It's a
a face.
thriller.
Begin combat versus the new Utyog.
I will rather die.
All right, you. All right. Nasibenya baba itinamo.
You are the ruler
Like,
of
I hate
all.
you so-
Holy crap.
Dark Man.
We just got
That's-
kicked out of Twitter. Twitch.
All right. So,
Good God.
that was a wonderful recap, by the way. You nailed all the points.
Can I
Mostly.
just mention one thing?
What's that?
I'm a strong believer in karma,
Uh-huh.
and I haven't had to do the recap because I'm the GM on the other shows. I feel like I'm going to get this 52 weeks in a row.
that would be
I
awesome.
hope so.
I mean, I'm okay with that.
Yeah,
It's
I'm gonna
never been
murder
done
all of
before.
your
you are
characters in there.
very good at it.
Yeah, they did a great job, man. I think you should just do it every week as default.
I mean, why mess with perfection?
That's true. It's true.
True.
Yeah. So
I cast Fireball.
we haven't started yet.
Fireball.
You don't even know
You gotta stand in
Fireball.
your hexagon first. Your little hex.
Yeah. Rolling.
So,
Roll initiative.
you guys ready to kick it off?
Yes.
Thank you.
Oh, we didn't start yet?
No, not yet.
Oh, okay. Oh, my bad.
So, in my best Mike impersonation here. When last we left off.
Wait, before you get going.
I don't want to wait.
For my love to be over. Okay. Seriously, go ahead.
What?
What just happened?
Anyway, all right. Composure. When last we left
I
off,
forgot one thing. Casting has closed for the Star Wars show. So we did our first interview the other night, and if you're waiting for an email, you got scheduling emails will go out soon. Okay, that's it. Thanks.
when last we left off,
Hey, one more thing. All right, go. I'm sorry. I'm muting myself.
Thank you. It's about time. When last we left off, the team was in the middle of a vicious battle with an Utyog. I trust I'm pronouncing that correctly. That had emerged from the streets below. And as the battle progressed, there was one casualty, a poor, sad eagle. But hey, let us not dwell on the past. Let us move forward to the arrival of a second Utyog, which has just burst out of the ground as Orion was just about to take action. So, Orion, we're going to hand it off to you.
That's me.
Did I have a summon out?
You do. You have an eagle out.
Oh, I do.
Yeah,
okay.
True.
Is it an eagle of death metal?
What's that?
Nothing. Never mind.
Is it an eagle of death metal? It could be if you
Will it
want
take us to the Hotel California?
And just to remind the everyone what they're facing,
Pin a rose on your nose.
here's one beautiful image of it. Here's another beautiful image of it.
I think I met that one on Tinder.
You probably did.
I definitely used to be
swiped
married
left
to
on
that
it.
one.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Cute. What are you talking about?
Yeah,
They always
You're
look-
gonna pet it.
I'm a one-arm kind of guy, or two. Wow, that was stupid. 2 arms. Ryan's done for the night,
That
folks.
has
Thank you very
2
much.
arms.
Enjoy the show. I'm finished.
So, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to welcome you to Tales from the Tavern, our weekly roundtable discussion
Thank
show.
you. Thank you. Just change it.
Idiot.
Let's just change it.
I'm an
Anyway,
idiot.
so
I cast a spell at this thing. Apparently,
which one are you targeting? I'm gonna say because you were about to cast it, you have enough time to, choose what you want to do.
Cheater.
yeah. I'm still gonna keep targeting the first one that popped up.
The first one,
But
okay.
this time I'm gonna use a force missile.
Okay. Force it.
And so I rub my hands together, create a triangle, and I speak the word force as my sound side of my voice hits my hand. It erupts in a quake of force energy, and it heads towards this lovely individual for 3 points of damage.
All right. So the blow hits him hard, and it's obvious he felt it as he recoils slightly from the blow there.
And
And then you're all
It's my
done. All right. Awesome.
Assumption not a part of the combat. He wasn't summoned. You just
Nope.
have him in the combat track.
Correct, because if I remove him from that, I am going to lose him forever. So it is on to the Utyog, who he is flailing around being attacked from all sides, but his gaze focuses upon Grau, and as such, he is going to take an attack.
Oh
at
no!
him.
Can I shout as a free action?
Sure.
Don't look at him! Look at me! Look at me! Not him!
You see one of the eyes on top of the tentacle look over at you, but all 9 of the other ones are focused on Grau. And he is going to attack him. Let's see here. 4.
Well, that's one dead.
Oh, and he goes to chomp down on him, but Grau, being a swift fighter he is, dodges the blow. And we are going to move on to Marktov.
I am stunned that Grau just like dodged this attack because he's like drunk. Anyway, I'm gonna eat an attack of opportunity and just walk on over here.
Oh my lord. Okay. So as you gaze over at Grau, amazed, you're like, oh, he can handle this, and you walk away, and the Utyog says, ooh, candy, and he is going to
Is that uncommon? Do I hear that?
he's going to attack you for AC 19.
That's gonna miss.
All right, so he just doesn't move his gaze over to you quick enough, and you are able to escape that attack. So you have moved over to the other Utyog.
Yes, I'm going to sword him.
All right, sword him
Is
good.
that Is that the
I
type
walk
of
over to him and I cast sword on him.
A sword that is in your hand strikes
wants to be
down
a
into
caster.
him.
Yep.
Maybe when you grow up.
For 22.
And that will connect. How much are you gonna?
Oh yeah, that's right. Damage. Yeah, roll that.
Damage is important. Unless you want to just forego the damage. I mean.
No, that's okay. 4 + 3 for 7.
All right. So as you bring that sword through him, an obvious spout of blood comes out, but he looks unamused, and his gaze focuses on you.
Good. Alrighty, that is it. And there's the button.
All right. So
Smash it.
as you know, I like to give my my NPCs creative names. So Utyog, who does not like Marktov, is about to attack Marktov, and he looks down, seeing you have stabbed him, and he also likes Marktov candy, candy that will treat you right, and he's going to attack for AC 26.
I raise my shield, but it's not enough. It slaps me in the face.
Yeah. And he is going to do, let's see here, 5 damage to you, and I am going to need a fortitude save from you.
Ooh, love that.
That's not good.
Tentacles, folks.
Yikes.
All right, this is going to be a 15 + 7 for 22.
Excellent, thank you. And with that, the Utyog is done. Arcturus.
I would like to begin to cast a spell. Actually, I have to move first. Let me move first. I'm going to move 30 feet, 20 feet to my east, and I'm going to cast a spell.
I say you can't. On to the next one.
Solid
No,
move.
go ahead. What are you doing?
I take my hands and put them in front of me, point them at Marktov, flip them to the side, and expand them up like this, and I cast Enlarge Person on Marktov.
Oh, fun times. So,
Oh boy.
as you do so, Marktov unexpectedly begins to grow.
I'm going to shout.
I mean,
Mike,
In surprise.
Mike, keep it together. So, let's see here. So, you want to, do you know the bonuses of Enlarged Person, or do you need Mike to?
I got it right in front of me. So the target gains a +2 size bonus to strength, a -2 size penalty to dexterity, to a minimum of 1. So that would be pertinent for Dabdathos. Also gets a -1 to penalty on attack rolls and AC due to its increased size. And he also gets do you automatically get a 10-foot reach?
I don't think so.
Has a space of 10 feet and a natural reach of 10 feet. It does say it.
Oh, perfect.
Yes.
All right, awesome.
And then I would like my eagle to claw out some of the eyes on one of the stalks of the Utyog he is currently attacking.
Okay. So he may attempt to do so.
I can't open a sheet. Can you do your thing?
Yeah, let me cycle him. He is now neutral. He is now hostile. He is now nothing. He is now friendly again.
Okay, let me try. All right. Here we go.
He went through a wide range of emotions. It was just a roller coaster of a time.
Yep. So that's gonna be at a +2 because he's flanking with Growl.
Excellent.
Does a 17 + 5 for a 22 hit?
Yes, it does.
Does a 7 + 5 for a 12?
No,
Does a 14 + 5 for a 19?
it does.
So it looks like one of the bites in one of the talons get through. Excuse me, pardon me. So let's do the bite first.
Bite him up.
Oh, that's an attack.
Yep. Yeah,
That's an attack.
Let's try damage. Let's try that.
Let's try that.
I don't think your
oh.
eagle's rolling a d20 for damage yet.
That'd be bad. Probably not.
I mean, the ones in the movie Birds were, but that's different.
So the bite does 3 points of damage, and the talon does 4 points of damage for a total of 7.
Excellent. Yeah. So that eagle, knowing that he can smell the death of another eagle inside the mouth of this creature, furiously attacks him as if to avenge his eagle companions. And the Utyog is showing heavy signs of wear.
Is he bloody?
He's beyond bloodied, my friend.
And that will be the end of my turn, but you already cycled it.
Yep. So Shula.
Is the Udiog that's north of me dead?
It is not. He's still flailing around in a fashion similar to this. Okay.
Yeah, I can see it.
Yeah.
Did anybody clip that?
Acting.
Please, someone do that.
I mean,
All right.
For those of you out in podcast land, I think our DM actually just had a seizure live on stream.
Yep.
that was impressive.
25. I'm gonna move right here, and I think I am within the 15 feet for my burning hands cone.
You
Correct
are.
me if I'm wrong, but
Yes.
without hitting Marktoff.
Yeah,
Correct?
you can angle that, in a southerly direction where it would just clip the Utyog.
All right, I put my hands out in front of me and I summon some fire from my fingertips, and I attack the Udiog with burning hands.
All right, and flames spew out of your hands, and let's see here, and it is the Udiog is unable to respond to it. So how much damage is that going to hit for?
Looks like 6.
Ooh, fantastic.
6 fire damage.
So the flames spew
Suck
out
it,
from your
Udiog.
hands. Yeah, suck it. And one of his tentacles
Burning and burning.
suffers some pretty bad burns from it, and a large yell screeches out from him, very similar to this sound. And we are going to.
Oh my god.
So not intimidating for the picture.
What are you talking about? Hold on a
Sounds like a
second.
dog.
Yeah, hold on. It's just all right. Let me bring the picture up on stream here. All right, here we go. So there we go, everyone. You can see it, and now here he goes. That's him. That's him.
So we should. Why didn't we just
That's
walk
another
past
one.
it? Because obviously he's not dangerous.
Yeah.
Have you ever tried to walk past an angry chihuahua? It doesn't go well.
Okay, point taken. That's my turn.
All right.
I'm going home. I'm taking my ball and going home.
Taking my
No,
dragon
me
egg and
too.
going home.
So it is Grow's turn, and he seeing his moment to strike on this Uyog as it is recoiling in pain. He is going to strike out with his mithril longsword, and hopefully he's going to do
Oh,
well.
we're taking that.
What, are you going to kill him?
No, the Otiog is.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I like that plan. So as Grow goes to strike, he is still slightly intoxicated, and he swings just wide of the creature. And he kind of looks up and he goes, I'll get it next time. And we are going to move on to Evie.
So, Evie, having made a pretty decent shot on it, from what I recall the last time, she's going to knock another arrow and she's going to fire it back at that same Utiug that Grau was just attacking. And I have 1+1 left over from last week from Cyclone Jack, so I'm going to use that.
All right.
And I'm going to attack.
I like how you just use bonuses on every single one of your shots now, because it's like...
Because
mean-
you're bad at bow.
I am bad at ranged weapons. I do not even pretend to
Ooh.
be good at it. That's a 15 + 5 for 20.
So as the bolt flies loose, it looks as if it's dead on for him. And I know the tracker says it's a hit because it is. So it finds a soft spot in him and does how much damage?
Luna, I
It
promise next time I
does.
see him, I will punch him for you.
Thank you. That's 4 damage.
All right. So it sticks him right in what you think is a throat. It's
Hold
hard
on,
to tell.
I rolled the wrong die.
Oh, did you?
I rolled a D4 instead of a D6.
How did you
So you
even?
roll
Oh,
a
you rolled a
D2
dagger.
and add the damage.
Okay.
Roll a D2 and add damage.
1d4 - 2.
Oh, just re-roll. Just roll the damage of your bow. I already fixed his HP.
Tony.
1 + 1 + 2 + 1.
And that's a 2. Can we go back to the other one?
Roll a bigger die, get the same number.
No, that
less.
was less.
Well, you rolled the same number. You just got less
she
of
rolled
a
a 4
bonus.
before.
Yeah.
Right.
So,
God darn it.
so the arrow
I vote we kill
flies
it.
into what you think is a throat. It's hard to tell because like his eyes are up on a stalk, and like his mouth is his body. So you hit the stalk in between his eyes and his mouth. I guess that's a throat. I don't really know. A nose, maybe. That's the thing between your eyes and your mouth. You hit him in the nose, and and blood starts to pour out of it.
Anatomy, folks. You son of a bitch.
Welcome to our class on Utiag anatomy.
Yeah. None of it makes sense.
Where the points don't matter.
Exactly.
Where the anatomy
And
doesn't
neither
matter.
does the role play.
I mean, I don't. I guess he doesn't have a throat. I don't know. I'm looking at him now. You hit him in the eye stalk. Anyway. Anything else you'd like to do?
Evie?
I'm sorry. No, I don't do anything else. That's it.
All
I'm
right.
just standing shocked at the fact that I
Hit him.
Yep.
Orion, your turn.
I see over the side, I see Mokhtov extend into a much larger being, and I look at Arcturus, and I hear in the background, "Well, that was magnificent, friend." And then I just grab my hands back together and I cry out, or I whisper, "Whoa, thought." And this quake of energy shoots across the battlefield and lands in this creature's, whatever it might be, confused as a mouth, as I cast another force missile at the
Hits him
creature.
right in the tooth.
Yeah,
All right,
I'm gonna try to crack his tooth.
let's see that damage.
Incoming. That is a 3 + 1 for a 4.
All
on
right.
Force damage.
So the force missile flies out, whaps him straight in the teeth, and several of his teeth shatter as the rest of him just, all the wounds just continue to bleed, and he lets out this sound. Oh gosh, I'm going to try and do it.
I'm just gonna hit the button. I'll be honest, folks.
That's great.
That was pretty good.
Thank you.
Good one.
Yeah,
And
That's
he
all right.
collapses,
Sound like a yawning yak, but we're good.
and he collapses down into the crevice which he came from.
Crevasse.
The crevasse. Anything else you'd like to
And,
do with your turn?
sorry, that's my turn.
All right.
And I take my finger and I go, "That's one," and that's my turn.
The confidence level is overwhelming. Marktov. Big ol' Marktov.
Okay, at this point I have stopped screaming out of surprise, and I'm just gonna whack him.
All
I'm gonna
right.
take my sword and I'm
You
just
cast
gonna
sword again?
slash across, trying to
Sword.
take off one of the tentacles.
And make sure to add in that new strength bonus you've received.
Yes, I did. It's gonna end up being the same bonus for me. Oh, I'm using a +1 from. I already added the +1 in, so I was
Okay,
using a
that's fine.
+1 from Candalus.
Oh, gotcha.
So that's gonna be a 6 + 8 for 14.
All right. So as you struggle to deal with your new size, you're not quite used to wielding it
awkward.
around. And as you take a swing with it, you're unable to find the target.
Darn. I'm gonna 5-foot shift down here, and that'll be my turn.
Okay. Utyag, seeing how his candy stock has grown, is feeling very hungry for it, and he is going to take another bite at you, and he is going to attack you for AC 18.
Oh, the AC from being large. Yes, that's a hit.
All right. It's all Arcturus's fault. Let
You
us
need a
not
reach
forget.
weapon. You need a back to Corbin, dude. Oh.
And let's see here.
Start.
He's going to hit you for 12 damage. And I'm going to need a fortitude save from you as well.
Well, that made my turn really easy.
16 + 7 for 23.
Okay, excellent. So he being able to really get a grip on you now rips into your flesh and tears a piece out of your side. A small piece, maybe like just a little bit of your flesh, but a survivable
Pound of
amount.
flesh.
Yeah, a survivable amount, but it don't feel good. Arcturus,
What?
your turn.
I'm going to cast a spell. And I'd like to cast the second eagle.
Okay.
That's going to... so you're going to have to duplicate that eagle for me, please.
I can do that. I simply need to go to my NPCs, go to my custom-made NPCs, pull out the one named Bob. That's not it. Hold on. Eagle. Let me look for Eagle.
Hey, I'm Bob. Not the NPC.
This is the eagle.
Bob
His name is
is a
Beagle.
I'm the local
Bob
town
Bob
man.
cheats.
I'm named Bob.
Bob straight cheats.
Bob is a fun character that the team got to fight in our practice sessions. They really enjoyed
Bob's
Bob.
a jerk.
Bob's your uncle.
Says Bob's your uncle. It's gonna be done, mate.
Through. He is now friendly, and he will be appearing on which side of you?
I'm not side of me. He's gonna be right here.
Right where?
Right here.
All right. I see it.
Comes into existence right there.
Okay. I wonder.
Wicked.
No, because he comes into existence.
Okay.
He's not moving into it.
Okay.
We,
I'll buy it. I'll buy it.
yep. How much for? Well, what are you gonna buy it for?
500, Mike.
One
Okay.
disadvantage.
All right. So the answer to that question is attack.
Okay. Excellent. So let's get that rolling.
Okay. Which one is the new one?
The new one is the one right next to.
No. I get that, but on the initiative, is it okay? Never mind. Don't worry about it.
We're just gonna. I'm gonna change it to the same initiative as you. We're gonna do the summons on your turn.
Okay. Does a 2 + 3 for 5 hit?
A 2 + 3 for 5. It does not. I had to
What
math
about a
that
5 + 3 for an 8?
out. Ooh, let me think about that. That's a no.
How about a 19 + 3 for a 22?
That is.
That is.
A hit.
Hey.
I got worried for a
What
minute
do you
there. I thought
know?
he had a variable AC.
I felt like I was forgetting something for a minute there. I just, like got lost for a second.
You've been doing that a
Since
lot
you
today.
rolled that,
I know.
I forgot to tell you disadvantage.
Oh, yes.
Nice
You
try.
hit? Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot to say disadvantage.
yeah, my
The eagle
fault.
comes into existence right next to the Uchiog, seeing that he has his back turned to, or his, yeah, he's got his face and throat and stuff pointed at Martov, centered around him. He comes into existence and comes across his back with a talon for 3 points of damage.
All right, so the Utyog feels a nice deep back scratch occurring.
He's like, "Ooh, you got it." Yeah,
Oh.
yeah, no, little
that-
left.
To the left.
Oh, that's
Left.
nice. Ooh, yeah. Ah, right there.
Not
Oh,
so
too
much
much.
talon.
Too much.
There we go.
yeah.
All right,
Little
so can I
bit.
use my other eagle now?
Yeah.
Let's speak.
Eagle has a 80-foot fly, so he's gonna land right next to Markov.
I'm gonna need you to do that in eagle speak.
Oh,
Excellent.
That's not
Excellent. Good move. All right. And eagle, what is your next action?
I didn't like that.
He's gonna try to peck at him.
I'm sorry. That sounded like common. I need it in eagle speak. Okay. So it sounds like he's going to attempt to peck him. So go ahead.
look
Eagle.
like a velociraptor having some issues.
Baby velociraptor.
Baby Velociraptor do. Baby
AC 18.
AC 18 is gonna hit. How much damage
It's
is
gotta hit.
the?
I got confused for a minute there. Okay. So he pecks at him for 4 points of damage.
He is going straight for the eye meat, and he found a delicious eye candy, and he
Oh, he's
plucks
like-
one out.
He's like,
Eye meat,
Tasty eyeball.
juicy. um,
and that will be my turn, sir.
excellent. I'm gonna cycle through these. Shula. I'm sorry. I meant shula la 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 la.
La 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 la.
No, I'm sorry. Shula floop. Ah, yeah.
La 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 la.
Shula flupa ya.
Well, I was feeling a lot of aggression towards the Udiog, but I saw my comrade get slashed to hell by him. So I am going to close my eyes and summon all the divine power from Serenray to channel energy and try to heal Everyone excluding
There you go.
any of the Udiogs.
I'm like always waiting for it. I'm like, does she say it's excluded? Does she not?
Both of them.
All
Now
right.
you know more.
Yeah, it's fun. I get so excited.
Ugh.
All right, so
Is there a
That
way
was
to
for
impose
one
disadvantage on
point.
them?
And that applies to the eagles too, if they're wounded. I don't know if they are.
so as you pray to Serenray, it is a powerful prayer.
What
But
does a prayer sound like? What do you say?
in the middle of your prayer,
It's secret. It's between me and
oh.
Serenray.
you're kind of not quite focused, and you fumble a couple words, and you're like, sorry, Serenray, can I get some healing still? And she kind of like, you feel that sense from her, like a soft nod, and like Markov feels a little
Judgment.
you know that big gash in the
What's
side
with
of that big gash in the side of Markov? It's still a big gash, but it's bleeding slightly less.
Just a
My,
smidge.
my wound tickled a little bit.
Did you apply that healing to yourself, Markov?
I did.
Excellent.
I just kind of shrug and I'm like, eh.
So
It's my
Grau,
turn.
holding his long sword, he's like, "Hey, I'm still gonna get you." And he looks and he's like, "Oh, it's gone." And he like turns around and he goes, "Oh, I just moved over there." And he
No, he's not over here. He's
There he
over
is.
there. I point like vaguely behind me.
he as he passes you, he kind of like with sword in hand, he looks up at you, Markov. He goes, "Was he always that big?" And he is going to attack the Utyag for AC 10. So his sword, his current momentum kind of carries his swing a little too far as well. And as he swings, his momentum carries it to the side and just clangs into the ground.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Real quick. Is Grau wearing a hat?
He is not. I'm sorry. I do apologize. He is not wearing a hat. However, Orion might be.
Ooh.
Ooh.
That's the way it goes.
And we're gonna move on to Evie.
All right. I am going to move a few steps over to my right, and by a few steps I mean about 10 feet.
Okay.
And so that I'm not firing directly past
Giant-
Arcturus.
Giant
and,
Arcturus Markov combo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then I'm going to fire my bow at the Utyug.
I wish I could
that's...
and her arrow into the
See,
Utyug.
It might be more
I
consistent.
have to use a +1 because when I do that, I roll really well, and when I don't do that, I roll stuff like a 9.
Oh boy. So the arrow, as you shift your movement to get a better shot, you weren't quite
I was
expecting
super
this
distracted
angle.
by the very big person that was standing nearby.
Happens to the best of us. Happens to the best.
I was
of us.
like, what the?
And your arrow,
Aragorn is very proud.
your bow and your gaze are in two different spots, and the arrow
Absolutely.
shoots wide. Anything else you'd like to do?
Yeah.
I hate it when that happens.
Yeah, I just kind of stare for a second. Then I'm like, oh, shoot.
Right.
And that's my turn.
Right. I'm shooting
Right.
things. Orion,
Yeah,
you are up, my friend.
my turn, right? That's what
Yes.
you're saying? Okay.
Yeah.
So, again, look at the battlefield, and I'm like, oh, my friends are doing quite well, except for Evie. She's still trying to figure out that bow. All right, so I'm going to, again, put my hands together and speak into my hands and say, what are we saying, folks?
Force.
And as my voice hits my hands, it erupts in a quake of force energy and slams into the beastie.
And
This dirty beastie. And that's a 2 + 1 for 3 as the force damage impels the beastie.
that
That's my turn.
accent came out again.
Did Mara show up?
My bad.
So the missile flies out. I always picture you doing this almost like a fusroda. You're just like Whoosh, and it
Yes.
just whoosh, like hits into him.
What does that mean?
You got it.
And as it does, you see him.
No. What does that mean?
It's a Skyrim thing.
Skyrim.
What's Skyrim?
You're shitting me.
Dance game.
Look here, Miami Vice.
Oh.
That was good.
It's perfect.
I used to play that game, and then I took an arrow to the knee.
There's plenty of highlight reels of me failing at that game. So
Somebody
I'm
stole
good.
my sweet roll.
Highlight rails are you failing at every game you play.
actually, there's only one highlight reel, and it is a highlight reel full of me failing. So any,
I'm gonna be honest with you. I've watched the Sekiro streams, and I
you know, there's
Those
a
were
guy
pretty
out
bad.
there. There's a guy out there that runs that game, that runs Sekiro in like 3 hours without getting hit at all. I think it took me 6 months
there's a
and
guy
multiple
who beat
deaths.
Sekiro with the bongos from Donkey Kong World.
And here I am. I can't even freaking beat the game. Anyway.
All right, moving on.
Anyway, so yeah, that force missile flies out, and the Utiog feels the impact of it, almost cracking a bone. They have bones. It's time for another session of Utiog anatomy. As you see, the rib
No, it's full of
cage,
string.
the rib bones are connected to the jawbone in an Utiog, and one of
Jawbone's
them
connected to
It's
the
connected to
tentacle
the-
bone. Tentacle bone's connected to the eye socket.
and one of them crack a bit. So we are on to the top of the order. Big ol' Marktov.
Hey, that's me. Alrighty.
That's
I
me,
think
yeah.
I think I'm gonna change it up a little bit. So I'm gonna use a +1 from Jegi Sasara.
Perfect.
Check us out.
Yeah. And I'm gonna take my long sword, and I'm gonna jab it down his throat.
All
Yeah,
right,
get
And I'm also flanking, so this will give me a total of +3. So I'm happy.
do it.
nice.
Yeah.
So that's gonna be 11 + 10 for 21.
That is able to penetrate his throat meat.
Awesome.
Throat meat.
And actually, it's not a D8; it's a D10.
Oh,
I don't know if that's gonna work. Probably not. No, it didn't work.
if you just want to roll it manually, I can apply the damage.
Yeah, here it comes. That's gonna be 4 + 4 for 8.
8
Nice.
damage.
I
That
rolled for-
is
Definitely rolled the wrong damage dice.
some quick maths here. That's okay. I got it. All right, I did quick maths in my head, and
proud of you.
yeah, that stabs in, and he screams out in pain, and and as he does, he goes to chomp back on the sword, and you think best not to leave it in there. You pull it back out just in time so he doesn't swallow it.
Coughs out a hairball.
He just pops out that eagle from before.
Eagle ball.
Not even that.
This one pops the eagle
It's a
out.
little stringy meat.
Anything else you'd like to do on your turn?
I was thinking about it, but yes, as a swift action that does not provoke an attack of opportunity, I would like to cast, quote unquote, lay on hands on myself.
That's going to provoke an attack of... No, I'm just kidding. Go ahead. You may do so.
I heal 1d6 damage. I heal 3 damage.
Excellent. Enjoy that 3 healing. Man, you're
will.
slowly but surely healing. So the energy fills you. That juicy paladin energy fills you.
I
And
slap myself in the face and feel a little bit better.
not only does it fill you, it also fills part of that wound in your side. And yeah, we are going to move on to the Utiog, who, looking at one of these eagles, he thinks, hey, that is something I could probably eat real quick. And he is going to aim for the eagle next and between Grau and Marktov. And he is going to chomp at it for a critical failure of 1. And let's see here.
Bites his own tentacle.
Why don't Arcturus? Why don't you roll me a d20?
I will do this for you, sir.
Okay, excellent.
Remind me at break. I got to tell you guys something about crits
Okay,
and fumbles.
I think I know what it
13.
is, but a 13. All right, time to play our favorite game of the show, Utiog Anatomy. So as he reaches up to try and bite the bird, gosh, that sounds like some kind of weird like flipping off someone of something. Bite the bird. Anyway,
Bite the bird, man.
he twists an ankle, and yes, Utyogs do have ankles. They are connected to their elbows. And as he does, he twists that ankle, and he has half movement speed and cannot charge for 1d4 plus 1 rounds. Arcturus, show me the money.
4 rounds.
4 rounds.
3 plus 1 for 4 rounds.
Excellent.
Nice.
All right.
Bows.
And we are going to move on to Arcturus and company.
All right. So I take out my wizard hat and robe. Nobody. Okay. Go Google that later.
Take out my wizard hat and robe.
And I am going to aim my crossbow at the Utyog, and I'm going to use a +1 from Quaman because I need it. And I'm going to shoot a bolt over at the Utyog. So that would be 7 plus 1 for an 8.
I love that you're looking it up right now.
I mean, this is important, isn't it? From a chat room log in which a user with online handle Blood Ninja roleplays a wizard during a mock cybersex session. Well, that's going to be interesting.
I mean, every time somebody would load into his room, they'd be like, "Oh yeah, what do you do?" And he's like, "I put on my wizard hat and robe, trolling people." It's old internet. Sorry.
It's from back in the day.
Sorry, what's going on in the game? As a dungeon master, I should know this. But
8. There's an 8 hit from a crossbow.
From a crossbow? You're firing crossbows? No, it does not.
Okay. All right. So now what we're gonna do is my flock of eagles are going to eat this thing's face.
Okay.
So the first one is going to fly at him in a ball of fury of claws and talons and beak. So does a 7 plus 4 for an 11 hit.
Nope.
18 plus 3 for 21.
Yup.
18 plus 3 for 21.
Yep.
What? Wait.
I think that first one, the 11, was your crossbow.
That was my crossbow. 14 plus 3 for 17.
That does.
It looks like they all hit for that eagle is a champion. So
They do.
Let's see. For the bite is 3 points of damage.
Okay. That's a good bite.
And then he comes in with his double claws for 4 more points of damage.
Okay. Yeah, that is gonna hurt a lot.
All right.
Yeah.
So then the other eagle is going to attack as well. I forgot the +2 on that one. That was a +2 on those as well. But we'll add it to this guy. Let's see. Does a 14 plus 5 for a 19 hit?
It does.
6 plus 5 for an 11?
It does not.
12 plus 5 for a 17.
It does.
All right. So coming in with the bite for 3 points of damage.
Okay.
And then a claw, a talon. Does my eagle have large talons? Yes, it does. Or 4 points of damage.
Okay. So
Get you next time, Gadget.
so you fire the crossbow bolt, and that one flies wide, but the eagles see it as an opportunity and they go, let's do this. And they just go in and they start pecking and tearing this thing apart. And it screams out in agony, pure, deep, horrible agony. And it just starts to sulk down. And as it does, it sulks down and collapses down into the hole from which it had emerged.
My eagles cry out in a triumphant scream in unison.
And with that, you're off initiative.
I'm gonna turn around away from everybody and kind of silently to myself, I say, Serenray, you're making me look bad in front of my friends.
Comparison made for the wizard.
Of the healing. So I wanna channel energy one more time, please. Can you just give me a little bit more than just a smidge more? Oh my god.
She gave you just a smidge more.
As you channel
No
energy
smidge more than last time.
in your head, you hear an audible giggle.
What does it sound like?
Oh, you want to hear it? Let's see here. Let me just remove that. Tone that down. Tone that down. Pitch that up. Pitch this up. Hit this button. There you go.
Serenray does not sound like that. That's
I don't think
This is the
that-
voice of Serenray. I am a deity.
Serenray's a Mogwai.
Yes.
No, she's part of the Lollipop Guild.
We represent the Lollipop Guild.
She's gonna smite the hell out of you.
Decider is going to hell so fast.
Oh, great smiter!
I smite
Little bit grow,
the
just
GM.
grow.
I turn back around to Markov, just kind of looking a little bit resigned and sag my shoulders. I tried. I don't know what's going on today, but I prayed. I did a good deed. I made those eggs not rotten anymore. But
It is okay, little cleric. I can take care of myself. And I'm going to
it makes me feel better.
I'm gonna look up to my goddess, Iomade, and say, "Make my hand glow." And she does, and I touch myself as a swift action.
Oh, hey.
Oh, hey, yo.
I mean, a
And,
good battle is gets me
Here I
going,
go.
too.
I'm healing. I'm healing for another three damage.
You could say it's
Couple
that
breaks.
sexual healing. Anyway, so yeah, you heal 3 points. Yeah, the energy fills you, and the wound on your side fully heals up, but you're still it's still quite bruised and reddened, if you will.
That
All
is
this
how you
time,
deal with the gods.
Wears off. 40 seconds out of combat, my spell wears off.
So I was gonna say, Grau, in his somewhat drunken haze, picks up his sword. He looks around at Markov and he goes, "All right, Utog, this is the final straw." And he approaches you with sword drawn.
Hell yeah.
Who?
Let me
Somebody
take
get
care
a
of
mythical
this.
sword.
Let me take care of this. I step up to him. I just put my shield up.
And he's going to take a swing at you.
Just put your hand out on hold his head.
And as he does, he is swinging for AC 10.
He misses my shield.
Yeah, and he digs it into the ground, and he looks up at you and he goes,
Can I do something?
"Yeah."
I want to yell all over to him, and I'm gonna first I want to cast a spell. I want to cast light on my hands, and then I'm gonna look at him and be like, "I made him big. I can make you the size of an ant." And I want to try bluff him.
Okay, go ahead and let's see the bluff.
Do I get any situational bonuses because I used the light to my bluff?
Only I will know.
Well, yes, go ahead.
13 plus 4 for 17.
Okay. He looks up as his sword's in the ground. And he goes, "What?" And he's a little too drunk to even pay attention.
I try.
Grau, that is enough. You don't have to do this anymore. There is no enemies around.
I'm not listening to you anymore, Uchiha. This is the last time I listen to anything you say.
Go subdue him, Orion. I heard you're good at choking people out.
It's also the first
man,
time I
you want to see
listened.
this? Oh man, this is how he's do back and pick.
Temporarily. So hold on, it's coming back up as we speak. Sorry about that, everyone. I lost all internet. Every bit of internet I had.
That's like,
What's that?
you smelled a fart. Your face got frozen like
Oh yeah, it was great.
It was freaking priceless. The way your face got frozen.
Mobby. Yeah, I lost all internet for a brief moment there, but every device in my house has reconnected. I went to go like type on Discord real quick to everyone, but that was gone. It wasn't loading on my phone either. So,
Are we live right now?
we are. Yes, we are.
Okay.
Is there something on my face?
Oh crap! Put it away.
Oh, sorry.
No, I was just gonna say something, but never mind.
I'll just throw this. I'll just throw this cat over my head real quick. It just, you know.
Meow. Oh, so there you go.
Aw.
Are you gonna sacrifice the cat to the gods to make sure that your
Lion.
internet doesn't go down?
If I have to. All right.
That's
Anyway.
the dedication.
Wow.
Anyway.
Funny.
She's just gonna sit on my shoulder for a minute. Sorry about that,
She's a
everyone.
parrot.
We are back, and let's see
I want some
here.
cat chow.
What did we leave off on? I believe one of you were attempting to.
Yeah, I was gonna run over and I was gonna choke this dude out. So I'm gonna.
And I'm
Kick him in
just
the
trying
knee
to stop him because I don't like violence.
Okay.
I want to try to stop him too. I want to say,
okay,
Orion,
yeah.
there is no need.
And I
Well,
just want to get.
our tourist was like, "Hey, see if you can choke him out." I was like, "All right, man, let's whatever."
All right. So
Isn't that what people do when we hang out? We do funny things.
let's sort this out. So Orion, you're attempting to run over and choke Grau.
No,
Shula,
I got Shula spoke or Shula, whatever. Shula
You got-
talked into not doing it.
Chastised.
Okay. Excellent.
I was just wondering why. I mean, what has he done to, unless you're hiding something from us, I say.
Well, no, it's not that. It's that he's attacking my friend, and so if I choke him out, we don't have to kill him.
I
There's,
thought
nowhere
we
to-
called
there's
this
not there's not any water to drown him in right now. So I mean,
Oh, we can find some.
no, there is no need for that.
Oh no.
oh no, okay, no
So
worries.
so
I can choke him
Grau,
out though.
so Grau, as he missed his strike and he hears a lot of commotion going on around him, and he thinks Neffy's in front of him. He sits down on the ground. He just goes, "Oh man, I think I've had a little bit too much. I thought I just saw two giant Utyogs burst through the street and try and attack us." Oh,
Yes,
That's
you
right.
didn't see that happen.
I look at him and I say, "Okay, look, listen to Neffy. Okay, listen to Neffy. You attacked our friend. Did you know that?"
whoa! There's two Neffys. Whoa,
No,
Neffy.
Yeah. Oh man, yeah.
What's
That's
going
what you
on,
call it.
man?
So we're rolling with this. So this is what you need to do. To make it up to my friend, you got to give him your sword.
You're always the jokester. Look, guys. All right, if I can't buy you
No,
guys
just
a
kidding.
drink, at least let me just rest here for a bit. But he looks over and he sees the holes in the ground where the two Udyogs came up, and he goes, "Oh, that was real. Oh boy, and he starts just kind of like calm himself and collect himself, and he looks up and he goes, "I'm sorry, guys. I've been on a bit of a bender lately. Just I'm Grau, and he reaches his hand out to Marktov.
I shake it. Martov.
It's a pleasure to meet you. That was some impressive fighting back there. How'd you get so big?"
I drink milk.
Milk. I used to drink milk.
You should try eating spinach.
Spinach.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I would if any food or anything could get into the city right now. But gosh, with everything going on, it's been a little hard.
Yes. I know of all of the things with the monarchs and all of that.
So I don't know about you guys, but these streets, man, they're just. I'm thinking I need to get back to the guards. You guys have kind of shown me that we gotta band together.
These streets go on.
We gotta make things right around here.
Yes.
I want to talk to him. I want to walk over and I want to. Do I get the sense that he's semi-coherent at this point? That he's sobered up after the fight?
Coherent, but he is still drunk. He seems to
maybe
have his
that's-
wits about him. Like he knows where he is. He knows he's not talking to Neffy anymore.
Oh man, that's great. I could have totally choked him out.
So yeah, if you want to talk to him, feel free.
I don't think he might be in the proper state of mind for what I want to talk to him about right now.
Okay, all right, fair enough. So anyway, he's gonna pick up his sword and he's gonna put it back in its holster. He's gonna go.
Yeah.
Wait.
Did he release the hammer before he did?
His sword holster.
Yeah.
Did he not shoot himself in the leg? Did he make sure it wasn't armed before he put it in his holster?
He put it in his sword sheath. Anyway, so as he did, he goes.
Sorry.
He goes, man, you guys seem like you're pretty good in a fight. I mean, if you ever want some help or anything, I mean, I'll probably be at the guard barracks. I'd be happy to help you out.
How are you with information?
I mean, I know things. I've been here for quite a while.
What can you tell us about the city and what's going on right now?
Oh boy. I mean, gosh, I've been out of it for a bit. I'll be honest. It's been I'm a member of the guard, and I've been kind of, to say the least, neglecting my duties for the past few weeks. I don't know entirely what happened recently, but I can tell you right now, it seems like, from what I'm hearing, the king passed away, and there's a bit of an uproar of whether or not people want the queen to be in power.
So, out of curiosity, why you been neglecting your duties? Why'd you leave the guard again?
He kind of gets silent for a second. He kind of looks down. And as he looks up, he goes, well, my master, the one who taught me my sword fighting skills, him and I haven't been doing too well with each other. Needless to say, we got into a fight, and I haven't really been up to it, you know.
So you shirk your duties based on that?
He kind of gets quiet again for a second. He goes, hey, look, you don't know exactly how much it means to me, all right?
Well, I don't, and that's why I'm talking to you. I'm trying to get an idea of what it means to you.
He hiccups for a second. He goes, I'm sorry, man. I just not having the best day. I mean, no one really is, but
I don't think anybody is at this point.
Yeah.
Let me ask you a question, if I could.
Sure.
Could we, in the future, come see, if we need information, could we come see you and use you as a resource?
I mean, yeah, you guys are hella companions there. I'd be happy to help you out.
I wanted to go. Let me look at my inventory. Hold on 1 second. I'm going to take out 10 silver and I'm going to flip it over to him. And I want to, that's a down payment on information in the future. And can I give a diplomacy check? I just want to try and sway him and, convince him to give us good information in the future.
All right. Feel free.
All right.
Can I assist with that diplomacy by, I don't know,
Participating in the conversation?
I mein, I'm standing right there, but
Yeah.
just, I don't know, looking.
A reassuring glance here and there.
Yeah, just
nodding,
basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, backing him up, essentially.
Letting out good vibes.
Correct, exactly.
Okay.
Vibe check.
And I'm going to use +1 from Wolf's Blood as well.
All right.
It's a 24 for diplomacy to assist.
You assist.
Yeah, I'm going to roll. 17 plus 9 for 26, plus the 2 from Shula would give me a 28.
All right. So yeah, you muster up all the niceness within you, which isn't much, but you find it, and you channel that niceness straight out of you into him, and you're like, you flip him the coins, you ask him, to help you guys out in the future, and he goes, I'd be happy to help out anyone who's helped me out. I know you guys probably could have just left me for dead during the middle of all that, but
That's what I was going to do.
I'm sorry, what was that?
He said nothing.
We felt compelled to rid the town of this evil.
Yeah, I'm gonna, I think I'm gonna try and get back to the guards. It looks like they could use my help.
Wait,
Are you at the castle, or which direction you headed?
I'll be heading to the castle, but maybe I shouldn't exactly show up in this state. So I might.
Hold on there, bro.
Huh?
Hold on there, partner. Now look, I owe you an apology. All right. I was quite rude to you when we first met. I'm not going to go into the story, but I have a hard time dealing with people who are over intoxicated. I don't judge you. People do what they do. But I owe you an apology, and there you go.
It means a lot to me. I appreciate that. And I'm sorry I thought you were Neffy. It just... when I drink, I try to remember when things were a bit simpler. Back in my...
Yeah, but the thing is, friend, this city, I know it might be a time off, but this city needs you at your best. You need to remember that. And your master, forget about whatever that is. This city needs you right now. It does. A bottle does not. The bottle will be there later. Your city needs you now.
If you have a bottle, we'll take it for you, so you don't get tempted.
Yes, I will take it from you.
He goes, please, and he like
for it.
he stands up, and there's a bit of a like little kind of a sway to him, and he goes, "You think there's any bottle I didn't finish after this?"
Yeah.
I have a proposition for you.
All right.
That sword of yours is very fancy. I have a very fancy shuriken that I would like to trade for you, but I would also like to make it a little bit more in your favor. I have a long sword that is the same weapon that is, and I've got starts going through his bags. This shoe, this very fancy shoe. I'd like to trade all of this for your long sword.
I want to help persuade him.
I was gonna say,
to make this trade.
roll me a diplomacy.
Okay, I would like to use my +1 from Floop from last week.
Ooh, 2 plus 10, 8 for a 10.
That's
Barely
just enough.
made it. Yep.
You said diplomacy. Where's that? There it is. Oof, 8 plus 7 for plus another 2 for 17.
So he kind of looks at the stuff you have, and he goes, "You know, that's some decent stuff. I kind of like that shoe. It's a nice shoe." But
It is a
I
very
know a guy
nice.
that can make you one more.
We do know that, man.
just one shoe?
Yeah,
Long story.
It is his specialty, making one shoe at a time, or
It's a smart
selling
marketing
shoe at a
plan.
time. It's very weird. It's very weird.
He kind of just like shakes his head like he's trying to wake himself up from a dream. And he goes, "You know, I as much as I'd like to help you guys out by giving you a sword, this sword means a lot to me. And I know I mentioned that me and Vincarlo got into a fight, but
Vin Carlo?
Vincarlo, yes.
Spell it for me, please.
Say what?
Can you spell it for me, please?
Vencarlo.
Thank you, sir.
He goes, me and Vincarlo, you know, once upon a time we were really good, and he helped me out when I was in a bad place. And even though me and him are fighting, this sword means more to me than anything. I couldn't possibly trade it away."
All right. That is fine. Can I have a lock of your hair?
Roll me another diplomacy.
What would you say, Markov?
Not helping
I
you.
furrowed my brow. What?
I'm not helping you with this one.
5 plus 6 for 11.
He kind of looks at you and he goes, "You're a funny one. Oh, and maybe if you best
Right,
be in
Wild
battle and
Bill.
you cut it from my head." And he puts his hand on your shoulder. Then
All
you
right,
can have a
let's
lock.
go.
I'm going to begin to cast 2 spells.
Okay.
Mage armor and enlarged person.
Yes. On who?
For Grau. For Grau.
On Grau. Wow. Okay. Anyway. So I'm assuming you're not actually doing that.
No.
I sensed your sarcasm. Look at that.
Yeah, you're learning.
So Grau goes, "Look, I'm gonna try and sober up a bit here, and maybe while I do so, I'll patrol the streets and see if there's anyone else in need."
That's right.
Don't get dead.
Remember the city first.
Don't get dead.
Always.
All
The
right.
city's your duty.
Hopefully we'll cross paths again. He reaches his hand out to Marktov.
I grab it and shake vigorously.
He releases your hand after that, goes over to Shula, and he goes, "I don't think I got your name."
Shula. Shula Dawnflower, and I very cautiously put my hand forward. But please be careful.
He delicately grasps it, kisses the hand real quick, and puts it back down and goes, "It's a pleasure to meet you.
Spits
Hopefully
out some
our
charcoal.
paths will cross again." And
No comment.
he moves on to he moves on to Arcturus.
I'm gonna try and keep him at bay and be like, listen, I don't feel good, and I want to try and like keep him at bay, but not insult him.
Okay.
Terrible. Sorry,
Let's
Shula.
see here. He gets the idea of what's happening there, and he stands back for a second. He goes, "Hey man, appreciate the help on everything."
To you as well, sir. Best of wishes.
He moves on to Evie, and he says, "And I don't believe we've had the pleasure either."
When he comes over, Evie's still like looking at her bow, like
Like it
hell,
betrayed you.
like what is wrong with this thing?
WTF, Bo?
Stupid bow. So he walks over, and she's like, "Oh yeah, hi, I'm Yvette.
Well,
Everybody calls me Evie.
I'm Grau Soldado. It was a pleasure fighting
Nice
with you."
to meet you."
He puts his hand out.
She shakes it.
He feels the shake of your hand, and he felt like he was one moment going to take it to like go kiss it again, but the firmness of your shake, he stops immediately.
Yeah, she's like, "Yeah, no, I'm not like a hand kissing kind of person."
And he releases it and moves on to Orion, and he goes, "Hey, some fancy work you did there."
Yeah, I don't touch hands, by the way.
Fair enough. I mean,
Just putting that out there straight up.
I saw the
Just
power that
do your
flows through
job and
those.
take care of people.
I saw the power
Yeah,
that flows through
well,
those
it's-
hands. I don't want that flowing through me. But
Well,
Yeah.
the day for magic goes to my friend Arcturus, but I do appreciate your words.
perhaps
Just do your
our
service and think about other people first before yourself. Yes?
absolutely. I'm speaking of which,
Alright.
I'm off to see what I can do. And he looks back and he goes, "Here's to sobering up," and he runs off down the street. And what would you guys like to do from there?
Keep on heading to the castle.
I step over to Marktoff and I grab his arm and I say, "I have a quick question. You're from around here, right?"
Yes.
Not like that. I ask, "Is this normal for?" Yes, just like that, exactly. Is it normal for Utiog to come up from the ground in this town?
Oh yes, it happens all the time.
It doesn't happen all the time, but it is well known they live below the city.
What?
Yeah. They
All right,
generally
so I-
don't come up unless there's some type of commotion happening.
No, I know. I'm bluffing.
Okay, I didn't know if this
Oh.
was something
you
that
look at
had
that
maybe
bluff.
been summoned here,
Sense-
or if
sense
they
motive.
actually lived. Who, me?
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I'm bluffing. I'm bluffing you.
Yep.
I just got a nat
Oh,
20 plus 2
jeez.
for 22.
It's 11 plus 5 for 16.
You believe him.
Wow, that's scary. I don't want to live here.
Let's get going.
Let's keep going.
I agree. Let's go to the castle.
Go.
Oh boy. All right. So, let's see here. I believe you are currently. Let's see here.
There's so many lines and circles.
Yeah, I can remove some of these here. Get rid of that. That's not even mine, so I'll remove it. Get rid of this. And remove that. All right. So we've got, I believe, yes, one arrow left, which is where your current position is. You're maybe about 5 or 6 blocks from the city. So
The city?
the castle.
Wow. We made it all the way outside the city.
Somehow you guys got a little turned, but you're fine.
We're turned.
Wow, it's her-
Shit
I
is
don't
getting
drink.
crazy up in here. Anyway, my words are a little mixed up too.
I walk over to Arcturus and say, "That was fascinating. 2 eagles at one time."
Are you okay?
You should see what I can do with cats.
You know what? Now's a good time to be taking our break. So
You're just like getting hurt.
I'd be very interested to see that, as a matter of fact.
let's
Sometime.
let's toss it over to a break and
Real quick before we go to break.
yeah, go ahead.
So I'm in a lot of D&D groups and TTRPG groups, and I've got a list. Somebody sent me a list of 200 fumbles and 200 critical effects.
Ooh.
So I'm gonna work with a couple people and curate that, and we're gonna do something fun with that, guys. Community interaction is what I'm gonna say.
Oh yeah.
So
I like it.
yeah.
All right.
What
cool.
poll are we gonna do right now?
I don't know,
Oh,
but
boy.
somebody tell me because I'm getting ready to post one. So
Well,
What should our
you're
poll
the
question
community
be?
What
manager,
should we
so manage the
rename
community.
Utiog?
I'm working on it, but I can't brain.
Is it Utiog or Otiog?
What bone
Both are
is
considered correct.
is the space between its eyes and its mouth its neck or its nose?
Actually, you
if
could
an
say-
Utiog wore a hat, would it be like this or would it be like this?
Utiog wore pants.
What is
Does an Utiog have bones or not? Is it just cartilage?
I kind of like
Is
Floop's
it-
question. I'm a big breakfast fan.
bacon?
Ooh, waffles.
My
Pancake-
favorite meals. I've gone on
French
record.
toast.
Pancakes, waffles, for okay. We'll do that.
I've
I
gone
like
on
that
record
plan.
quite often as saying my favorite meals are breakfast, brunch, dinner, and dessert.
Jada says, "I want all of those right now."
Damn. French toast wins hands down. French slam from Denny's when I used to eat there at 3:00 in the morning because I you guys don't.
Stayed up late.
So
Stayed up late.
Hung out.
I will stop rubbing the microphone, kitty. Anyway, I will say that before we go off to break, I did hide a little image somewhere in the BRB screen. So first person to identify where it is will get a +1 bonus to give out. And if someone can identify what it is, I'll let them give out a +3. So without,
Did you just where's Waddle this?
I kind of
That's
did.
Yeah, he totally did.
I love it.
So
Full Flood,
anyway,
are you going to be here throughout the break? Can you monitor that? Because that would be cool. If one of the mods could stand around and make
Wolf's
sure
Blood
that
has no way of confirming it unless he spots it himself.
like, he could see the answers. He we could scroll
Sure.
back, but
Sure.
you know what I mean?
Yeah. So anyway, we are going to take a 5-minute break and we will see you guys shortly.
Bourbon?
All right, guys, we are coming back right now from that break. So sorry, let me switch that to the chat real quick. So yeah, we had some people get the right answers there. Nate's Knife Pit was the first to yell out bookcase, which was correct. And Optimus Subprime Mortgage was correct in saying that it was David Tennant. Dr. Dune knew immediately what it was because, as he pointed out, he has seen that before. Once upon a time, Dr. Dune came to visit the States, and I actually did a co-stream with him, and we had that on our stream out, our OBS overlay above the chat. I believe was just David Tennant peeking over like that. So it was a good time. But I came across that, and I was like, this will be a fun little thing to just throw in on the BRB screen, and I hope you guys enjoyed it.
I think it's a really good idea. I think we should do more stuff like that. So let's chat.
Yeah,
if
that
you
is
guys have
fun.
ideas for fun stuff like that, let us know because we love doing stuff like that.
I'm not gonna lie, that wasn't the first thing I tried to hide on the screen. There was a couple other things, and I think I will be doing a different one each week. So, but yeah, thank you. So yeah, Nate, you have a +1 to give out, and Optimus, you've got a +3 to give out. So feel free to direct that where you will. Just gonna say I didn't get any bonuses tonight, so I mean, you know,
Yes, you did.
No.
I got a disadvantage roll.
Yeah.
That's like one of the
Bonus.
strongest ones.
I
Yeah.
only run the world. Oh God, I don't
You
get any
know.
bonuses.
I didn't get any bonuses. I'm really
Just
sad.
saying.
Aww.
Bring a cat on stream. Done.
No, Optimus, no.
Cheating. That's cheating.
That's cheating.
Your cat loves you.
Yes, she does.
I shut my cat out.
Right?
My princess.
My
won't even
cats
come
are
see me during
downstairs because
stream.
that's where food is.
Can't show my.
She's
Yes.
sleeping in my bed.
Okay, go back over there. Go back over there. Don't.
When last we left off,
Ah,
our party
she hit
was
a
in the
button.
woods.
She hit a button on my stream deck on my Go XLR. Yeah,
I was like, wait, that's the wrong show.
Yeah, I have this on my Go
When
XLR.
last we left off, our party was in the woods.
I don't know why.
Ends like
Rah, 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 rah. Rah, 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 rah.
All right, now
You're
we
like a speech creeper. You just start recording people out of nowhere.
I know, it's weird. I don't like it. Weird, I don't like it. Weird, I don't
Please
like it.
record.
Weird, I don't like it.
I'm sorry, what were you saying? But yeah, we've got some I think there were some more bonuses and stuff given out. Let me see if I can catch up on this stuff here. Oh, where did we leave off? Where did we leave off? Let me go over here. You guys have been
Let's talk
vocal.
with Arcturus telling us what he can do with his little cat.
listen. I'm just a good summoner. I am just a very good summoner.
I don't want to get into this conversation.
I was quite impressed. It was like you just handled that.
Oh, Cawthon gave me a
Delicately.
plus 42. And I won't ask questions. I accept. So thank you
I
very
am-
much. Luna has offered me lo
Doubt.
mein. Thank you. Appreciate that. Let's see here. I guess Wolfblood's invited. What else is going on? And this is the shenanigans I have to filter through in my chat over here. A +1 to Shula from Honey Badger. Let's see here. There was a movement to ban Cawthon that passed, it looked like. What else we got here? Sub bonus to Luna from Gardner Girl and Patreon bonus to Mike from Gardner Girl.
Yeah, Gardner girl, you're the best.
Nate gave a +1 to Mike and a +1 to Luna. Plus
Hey, and there we go, Gardner girl, you guys are the best.
+1 to Mike from Great Wolf as well.
Oh, there we go.
Yep.
There we go.
Optimus has offered.
Get those charity bonuses in.
Optimus has offered his lo mein to me. Thank you. I accept. All right. Good. I've got plenty of lo mein and Cawthon's banned, so I'm happy. Let's let's get back to it. Let's see here. So you guys had just finished fighting the Utyogs, and Grau had parted ways with you, leaving you guys to continue your adventure through the city streets towards the castle. How would you like to progress?
I would
We're
like to
still
progress.
going.
Yeah.
Did I just hear actual crickets?
Yes. So I would like to walk.
Clip that. All right, somebody clip that.
There were actual cricket noises. What is going on?
I have crickets right by me, and I guess they want to be loud right now.
I don't know if you
But-
just heard that. My cat just fell off the desk. It's just-
Yeah.
there's a cacophony of events happening right now. Anyway. So,
I use my feet to take the back streets.
okay.
Back.
Continuing
boys?
along back streets back. All right.
To
my
the
That's all right.
So, yeah.
All right. Yeah, can we like, we want to take the back alleys, and we don't want to, like, you know, we want to kind of be like inconspicuous on the way there.
All right.
So Orion is instituting his tactics that he learned from Shula of how to sneak around. And so he's
No.
sneaking around the way she taught him through this back alley.
And picking up a potted plant and walking with it.
Kind of. And like
He's
ducking,
like wearing
and,
a
he'll
tree
wait.
and
Like he goes to peek over something, and he's like, "Oh, I got this," and he kind of creeps on out. Yeah.
All right, so I want to start making my way towards the castle.
All right.
Martel starts singing, "Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious." This is like dancing and walking down.
Got a creep. Yeah. Keep it on down low. You just gotta keep
Everyone,
moving.
for no reason whatsoever, roll me a d20.
Okay, let's see.
11.
3.
19.
13.
14.
Wait.
Hmm.
Why-
How did Shula get a +5 to that?
No, that was from before.
That was her sense
I
motive
don't know why
before.
it's not working. There we go, 60.
there.
It rolled the same thing anyway. Okay, so Marktov, for no apparent reason whatsoever,
Be suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
roll me a percentile. Call high or low as well.
Can I call evens instead?
I'll allow
Or is
it.
this not a 50-50? Okay, evens.
Yeah.
17, that's an odd.
That's an odd. So you guys get a couple more blocks, and as you do, you suddenly hear
Don't hurt me.
you hear a hold on. You hear a cry for help all of a sudden.
Rah, 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 rah.
And you just hear help, help.
I'm running over
Everybody
there.
loves Raymond.
Can we tell which direction it's coming from?
Yeah, it's actually like it's off to the east, so it sounds like it's a little bit off the path, but it doesn't sound like it's far away.
Yeah, I'm heading there immediately.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm with Marktov. We're rushing there.
So you guys run as quick as you can. You're following
You
the
gotta save
sounds.
Raymond.
I get it. We're rushing there. We are rushing there.
See, I
They
knew
did a
that.
funny joke.
Mike, can I quit this position?
No, you are. You signed a Scientology contract, so that's a 1,000,000-year contract.
That's fine. It's
Yeah, you
fine.
better earn your
Or you
points.
have to go on Sunday nights.
When my spirit finally releases from this planet and gets back on the spaceship it came from, I'll be happy. Anyway, let's.
So will I.
So will you. So as you rush towards the sounds of the cries for help, it is getting louder and louder, and you just continue to hear help, help, and then you round the corner. As all of you round the corner, you see a man.
Call me round.
A man. You see a man standing in the middle of the road. He's got a beard. He's completely bald. And he looks to be like middle-aged. He's in kind of like common clothing, like not wealthy or anything, maybe almost like peasant clothing. And he's standing literally in the middle of the street, looking up to the sky, going, "Help!"
Does this man have any patterns on his clothing?
No patterns.
All right. Damn.
He's
I
He's
wanna
not
walk-
really tall, brother.
You guys. Worst.
wanna run
Does he
up
look
to him.
familiar at all?
No, you do not recognize him.
Sir, what is the wrong? What is the wrong? And I look up at this guy.
He looks down at you and goes, "Oh, it's so nice of you to come here." And he goes, "I need help.
Sir, what is your name?
I'm Trumpet."
Trumpet. Okay. I don't.
Can I roll a sense motive on
It
this?
is a weird name.
Sure. You can roll a sense motive whenever you'd like.
I'm gonna use my +1 from Pop Fanatic
Okay.
on that roll.
Orion. Show that face. Show that face, Orion.
That's a 25.
It happened to me, man.
A
It happened to me
25.
before.
It happens to all of us at some point. It's fantastic.
So
Clip it when it's done. The entire
Clip it. Clip it.
We've needed so many clips today.
I know it's
Like-
fantastic.
Just like put it all up on YouTube or something.
There we go.
What?
So,
Oh.
you Shula, you sense motive.
Are you gonna be good?
He's giving us the thumbs up.
You see his name was
He's still going. Content right in the cell.
you see his name was Trumpet.
Yes. Correct. Trumpet. Yes. So Shula, you sense motive, and you kind of eye him up as he's doing this, and you get a feeling of two things. One, this man needs help, and two, his name is indeed Trumpet. So
But is he like really in need of help? Can I discern that?
you feel like he needs help. You don't know exactly how he needs help, but you feel he needs help. So
Sir, how can I help?
Somebody needs help.
Yeah.
he's marked off. He looks at you and he
I have
goes,
no idea why I thought that was so damn funny because that was just stupid. But goddamn, that was funny. His name was Trumpet.
Freaking Optimus. Wow, not to toot his own horn, but his method of seeking help was pretty effective.
So
Wow.
So Mark Tov, he turns
He's
to
not
you.
wearing a hat though, right?
He's not wearing a hat. He's nice and bald. So Mark Tov, he turns to you and he goes, with all the commotion going on, I've lost my friends.
Okay, Trumpet, where did you last spot them?
Well, he kind of like looks almost panicked and he's looking around. He's like, I mean, one of them was working in the guard and he was running down the road over there, and his name's Waldo. I don't know where he is.
So where is Waldo? That is a very good question.
don't-
Okay, hang on. We are heading towards the castle, and there are a bunch of guards there. Maybe Waldo went over there. Maybe that is where we will find him.
No, he went that way, and he's like pointing away from the
know.
castle.
I know, Trumpet. However, there are many streets here and many ways back to the castle. So
Help!
we can take. We
he
can take
okay?
you there.
Is he like under the influence of a substance or a spell or?
You can, if you want to see if he's under the influence of a substance, give me like a heal check. If you want to know if he's under
What
a
is up with this
spell,
guy?
give me a
This dude's
spellcraft.
my favorite.
Okay. I'm gonna use my +1 from Quaman to do. I'm gonna do a spellcraft check. Because I don't care if he's drunk. I just want to see what's going on with him. Okay. Didn't show up. Hold on. That is a 9.
Okay, so you kind of like you check your knowledge of spells that you think might cause this kind of behavior, and you're not able to come to any conclusions whatsoever. So
Trumpet, it's. So did you had said you had multiple friends that you had lost? Are there any others?
yeah, I lost Carmen.
Where in the world is this Carmen?
I don't know. I need help.
So where is Waldo and Carmen is? I can't think of a pun for that one.
Does Carmen have a last name?
I haven't seen Carmen in like months. She went with some traders. She could be anywhere in the world.
I hate you so much. So much.
Carmen it could be anywhere. Don't worry about Carmen. I believe that she is completely fine. Is there any other friends that you are missing?
I
I mean, keep going with PBS. You got like Big Bird, and
I'm really worried about Waldo.
Okay. You know what? I don't think you should be worried about Waldo right now, because with everything going on, there is a lot of trouble, and your friend honestly doesn't want to have to worry about you during all of this. So if you let us take you to safety, verified safety, I'm sure that would take a lot off of his mind.
Are you sure?
100%.
How much is that?
All of it. All of my shortness.
Okay. Okay.
So let us take you to the castle.
Oh, they don't let me near there.
And why is that?
They don't like me.
Is there a house that we can bring you to? A safe house?
Yeah. My
Are you a part of a band, like a band of people or anything like that?
my family owns an inn.
Oh, we can take you to that inn. No problem. Where?
we can-
What is the inn's name?
The orchestra.
So
I was
we
gonna
will
say,
find.
we can help orchestrate you to your home, Trumpet.
Trumpet, we will bring you back into the orchestra.
Okay, I'm rolling a heal check now.
Okay.
And I'm using my +1 from Moon 20 because I want to know what the hell is wrong with him. That's a 19.
You feel like this guy hasn't gotten the best roll of the dice.
That's a good way to put it.
Oh.
You know, yeah, but you think otherwise he's in good health. You just think maybe he, hasn't, he doesn't quite have the capacity to communicate as the rest of you do.
I walk over to Marktov and communicate that with him in the most PC way I can.
I understand. We are going to bring Trumpets back to the orchestra.
I think he's full of hot air.
No, absolutely not. So, Trumpet, where is your orchestra?
It's this way, and he's like pointing east of here.
I'm going to start walking east, just like a couple of steps ahead of him, with him still like in my peripherals, so I can see where he's like going. And I say, "Let this go."
Okay. So he's telling you, he's like it's like go that way. It's near the shop. There's a shop of things and stuff. It's down this way. And he's kind of like almost like trying to guide you.
Yes. I followed the directions that he goes and weave in and out of the city.
Okay. You guys go about like 4 or 5 blocks. Let's see here. I'm gonna say you are.
Wasn't it 4 or 5 blocks to begin with?
It was, but you are now going 4 or 5 blocks in another direction.
I'm not.
You're not. You're not going with him.
See ya,
Yes, I
Arthur.
am.
It's good
Even though
knowing you.
my heart tells me to leave this city and quit.
Do I believe Trumpet
Sense motive.
and everything he's doing?
Give me that juicy sense motive.
As he's doing that, I just like as we'll walk, I want to be very
I'm gonna
hyper
use
aware
some-
of everything going around us.
Okay.
I would like to use. I still got one from Quaman from a couple weeks ago. I want to use a +1 from Quaman because I'm calling out the Orion Knights for this roll.
Alrighty.
And where'd it go? Sense mode. Come on now, Tony, get your shit straight. Here we go. That's sleight of hand. Come on now. There we go. Oh wow! I kicked it. I killed it with a 6.
Excellent. You believe everything he's saying.
All right, come on now, Trumpet. Let's go. Let's get you to your house.
So he continues down the street, and as you guys get to the block he says is his, he looks over when Terran, he goes, "No, Waldo!" and he runs over, and on the ground, unfortunately, is a guard. Painted in his armor is painted in black and white, red and white stripes, and he runs over and he goes,
Well, we found him.
"It's my friend Waldo."
Oh,
I'm gonna run over to him.
you cry about as ugly as I laugh. That's pretty bad.
I look over at Shula and say, "Is there anything that we can do?"
I don't know. Let's go see. And I go over and check him out.
It is very apparent that this man has passed. He probably passed, judging from his body and everything, sometime yesterday when the commotion first broke out.
I look back at Mark
Trumpet,
Toff
we know
and
where
just shake
Waldo
my head.
is. Yeah, Trumpet, we know where Waldo is. He's with Serenre.
Oof. Single nod to
That's
Shula.
where you can find him.
Hey, he tried to help. I saw him.
He did.
Ah.
Let us take you inside.
Okay, well my inn's about 5 blocks that way. And he points back to where you guys just were.
Alrighty. Let us go back to your inn. The orchestra, was it?
Yes.
I wasn't asking you, I was asking him.
Yes.
And then I had 5 blocks the opposite direction that I was just going in.
So you guys find yourself half a block from where you originally found him. Which I am going to draw that on the map for you guys. So I've put another circle on there. You guys are right back near the area where you first found him. And sure enough, he guides you straight to an inn with a sign out front that says the orchestra.
Cool. I take him inside.
Okay. So as you guys start to walk up, he opens the door and he looks at the people in there and he goes, "Hi!" And they all look back at him and they all go, "Hi!" And they just start kind of
So
saying
this
it.
is everybody is Raymond.
And they just start kind of saying it back and forth to each other. Hi! Hi! Hi!
I
Orion
run
walks
away.
out.
I am going to the castle right now. I am beelining to the castle right now. I don't even care if the rest of my new friends come with me. I'm walking towards the castle.
Oh my gosh.
This is literally hell.
Trumpet, you are now with your
This
family.
campaign is actually descent into Avernus.
Yeah, surprise!
Right here.
So Trumpet looks back at you guys and goes, "Come on in, we can get you like a drink and stuff."
Trumpet, unfortunately, we have very important
good.
business that we have to
I'm
attend.
already walking. Like, I'm not kidding. I'm walking towards the
following.
castle. I'm like, guys, I'm leaving.
Goodbye.
One of the people from inside yells, "Trumpet, who you got there?" And he yells back, he goes, "Trombone, I brought Franz."
My name is Markov the Collector, and we will take you up on that drink later on. But unfortunately, we cannot do it right now. We have pressing business.
I'm already talking to the queen. I'm talking my way into the castle, and I'm talking to the queen.
So you start to walk away. Mark Tov, you are just kind of telling him like, you guys got to go, right?
Yep, pretty much.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So he goes, "Well, you're always welcome here. I mean, me and trombone and tuba and triangle and timpani and tambourine. We'll give you drinks."
Thank you very much. And I will see you later on, Trumpets.
Okay.
My
Hi.
Oh no, it's not hi, it's goodbye.
Hi. Hi. Hi.
I grab Mark Toff's arm and drag him out the front door. Let's go. Let's go. These guys are weird.
I stand there. I stand there solid like a rock and I say, "Goodbye. My name is Markov the Collector, just so that you remember for later."
Hi,
And then
my name's
I start-
Trumpet.
I start walking away.
All right, so you guys leave, and as you do, you just hear the door close over there, and luckily you no longer hear the sound of hi.
We learned Fireball.
What a strange encounter.
I'm going to miss them, Shula. I
Can
really
you mark that place on the map?
So we don't
So
go
we
back
can
there
know
again.
Never to go there. Like, can you like put a big red X permanently?
Sure. Just you have to remember, if you happen to accidentally get within the area, I'm sure you will hear the familiar call, which will remind you, "Hi, hi, hi," and you'll know to run. But anyway,
No, that's where friends are.
so you guys are going to continue down to the castle, yes?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
with haste.
Alrighty. I'll just need uno momento, por favor. Let's see here.
So I was just awarded a +1 from Starboy as well.
Who was?
Luna.
Oh, that's kind.
Nice.
Oh, I just got
Because I need to keep my bag full of them so I can use my bow.
That was the worst thing I've ever been through in all of TTRPG history of my life.
But you
30
laugh,
years,
and that makes it
number
worth
one.
it.
Oh, you are crazy, bro. That was so fun.
Sorry, I'm just
Oh my
trying to
God,
find
I needed that.
just trying to find the next part that I had up, and it's gone. Everybody loves Raymond.
Goodbye.
So I hope everybody is having a good time tonight. We
It's still here? Yeah, me too.
Right? You're still here? It's over. No, it's not over.
thank you so much because
Oh boy. Okay. So as you get close to the castle, there are obviously plenty of guards about, and they are standing vigilant around the castle gates. There is an entrance to the to all four sides of the castle. Is there any particular side you like to approach?
The
one
side
with
we're
the-
closest.
okay.
That would be the northeast side.
Yes.
Okay.
You have a way in, Moktov, like a introduction?
I walk up to the closest guard.
I do not.
and,
Okay.
I'm gonna go talk to him.
So,
I'm gonna go with Arcturus.
all right. So as you
Yeah.
guys start to approach,
I take up the rear.
as you guys start to approach, the guard yells out, "Halt! State your business."
Sir, we recovered an artifact that the queen has a bounty on. How would we go about procuring the reward for that?
An artifact? What do you have? Show me.
I want to try to change his demeanor to me. He seems a little stiff.
Okay. You gonna diplomatize him?
What's up?
You gonna diplomatize him?
I'm just gonna try to cheer him up.
Okay.
And I will use a +1 from Great Wolf.
Let's see it.
That would be a 27. 18 plus 9 for a 27.
All right. So, how are you going about doing this?
I'm gonna be like, sir, you must have had such a rough day with everything going on last night and today. You know, we don't want to cause you any undue stress, but we took care of a problem in the city, and in doing so, we found this brooch. And me being new here, we heard rumors that there might be a bounty on it. So I'd like to.
You have a brooch. The Queen's brooch?
Yes, sir.
Very well, very well. Let me see.
And I take it out and show him.
He looks it over real quick. He goes, "Yeah, that's the Queen's brooch. How did you come across this?"
So it's a little bit of a long story, but are you familiar with Gadrin, the guy that's been running the children in the city?
Two of the guards make eye contact with each other, and they go, "Yes, we know of Gadrin."
Well, he's not going to be exploiting children anymore.
Did you take care of him?
He attacked us, and we were forced to defend ourselves. And we, unfortunately, he didn't make it through that encounter. And we found this in the fishery. Was it a factory?
Fishery, yeah.
Yeah.
Fishery.
There's lots of pillings there.
The place with lots of pillings.
Yeah.
Do you have any proof of your claims?
This brooch
I point at Orion's hat.
in Orion's hat.
They
And,
look,
They're
they look
swimming
at the
with the
hat.
fishes.
They look at the hat real quick and they go, that's Gadrin's hat. They kind of like eye you up
That's
and down, Orion, and they're like, but you're definitely not Gadrin. There's only one way you would have gotten that from his grasp
No,
there.
I'm Orion.
Well,
Yes. Unfortunately, his body is still back at the fishery.
if that fishery still stands after all the chaos.
It wasn't burning when we left it this morning. This morning? Yesterday morning. I don't remember. Last night?
You guys have been busy among all the chaos, haven't you?
Yes.
It's been an eventful day and night.
That's right.
Well, hopefully the town will sleep a little bit easier knowing that the lambs are silenced.
That is right. We have silenced all of the lambs.
Excellent.
True. It's been real
I quit.
fun playing this game.
Although, wait, by silence, do you mean killed?
Good
Because we
8
didn't
weeks.
kill any children.
Oh,
We didn't.
goodness. Yeah, I'm glad you didn't. I mean,
No, they all escaped.
those poor kids, they'd just been brought up wrong and they were all held captive to Gadrin, so glad to hear you guys didn't do anything to them.
What's your name, sir?
My name? Fleb.
Hello, Fleb. That is a very odd name.
I've never.
Is that what the names of
is
the
that a
people in
family
this
name,
town?
Fleb?
How do you pronounce that again?
Fleb. F-L-E-B. Fleb. My parents hated me. What can I say?
Fleb.
I look at the other guard and I ask him, hey, what is your name?
Kleb.
Jeb.
Fleb and Kleb. Wow, what interesting names you guys have there.
No relation either. It's we just got signed to this
What is wrong with
post
this
together.
Wow, that was so random.
I know. That's, believe me, we had a good laugh about it ourselves.
I want to say to him, hey, I'm always, I'm new to the city. I'm looking for people that I can get information from. Would you guys be opposed to me coming around sometime and grabbing some information from you?
I
I'm
mean,
not asking for free. I'll make it worth your while, and I want to give them 10 silver pieces a piece.
so there's 3 guards there.
What's the third one's name then?
Us.
Sir, the other one, which one is your name?
Deb.
Yeah.
Deb. Okay.
Deb.
Deb.
And I want to give them all 10 silver a piece.
They gladly take it and they go, yeah. I mean, the front one, Fleb. He goes. he says, I mean, yeah, well, sure. I mean, you can always count on the guard. Everyone, roll me a perception on this.
I'm going to use a +1 from Nate.
10 minus 1 for 9.
9.
Yeah, I'm gonna use a +1 from Quaman for 14.
So that's actually a 19 with the +1 from Nate.
I have a 15 plus 7 for 22.
Okay. Anyone who rolled over a 15, you notice one of the guards kind of snickers at that comment.
Can I sense motive on that snicker?
Sure.
And I'm gonna use my last +1, and I'm trying to remember that was from Gardner Girl.
Right?
So that's a 12.
It is. You feel like he doesn't believe what he's saying. Like it's almost something that he has to say.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna make a mental note of that. And that was that Gleb?
That was Fleb. Yeah.
Or
And,
Fleb.
and Kleb was the one that you noticed snickering.
Okay.
I hope you're keeping it all straight. Nope. All right. So.
You lost me at trumpet, so
No, I'm not doing it again.
Trumpet, you're back! Oh, I can't wait to see him again.
I know. I can't wait for you guys to see him again too.
right.
I don't like it when you say that like that.
Oh no.
Just never say anything again.
Who do we see about getting, returning this?
Well, I mean, it looks like the queen's brooch to me, but if you don't mind, I'd like to take that in and confirm it is.
I'll go with you.
Well, I can't let you inside the citadel right now, but if you wait here for a moment, I could probably come back
Can
out.
you bring somebody up?
I sense motive on that.
Sure.
Yeah, me too.
Oh shit. I mean, shoot.
Ah, fuck stick.
Oh my god.
What was that?
Wow.
14 plus 4 for 18.
Wow. Okay. And let's see here. So Shula, you believe him. Markov, you also believe him.
I'm well versed in lying, and I don't think he is.
Ryan, you believe him as well.
I just don't trust in general, so I want can you bring somebody out here to verify? I just want you to understand I'm new to this city.
Yeah.
We just
Who's your commanding officer?
I'm nervous about just handing this over, and we worked really we had to fight for our lives for it, and I'm sure you can understand, and I want to try and do a diplomacy roll.
Okay.
Yeah.
Doesn't
back
it
'em up
have
by
her name
saying
on it too?
22.
It has her seal on it.
I would
Yeah.
like to try to assist with that, and by using my status and symbol, that I am a paladin of Iomede. I will ensure that this man is safe when he comes out here, as well as I'm sure you would as well. But I will be sure that he is safe.
All right, roll me a diplomacy to go along with that. Well spoken, but what do the dice say?
What did the fates say?
Let's see. What
10.
does the fox
That's-
say?
That's enough.
10.
What does the fox say? Oh my gosh. I
What does the fox say?
haven't thought about that in a long
Because we
time.
need to throw that into this tonight.
Oh no.
Hey, back streets back. All right.
Yeah. Anyway.
Ding, 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 ding.
A quick story real quick. I used to go to the bar every week. No surprise there. And one of the songs we like to play at this biker bar we went to every week was What the Fox Say. It was not well received. Anyway, so
Part of the joy.
Rode a bike for most of his life. I would laugh my ass off. I would just want to look around and see who requested, and I'd look over and I'd be like, "Yeah, that's about right."
that makes sense. That makes sense. A lot of kids in their young 20s coming in this place playing What the Fox Say. Anyway, so Markov, you were very convincing in your speech. I used the word very loosely, but convincing enough.
He assisted me.
Yes, and as he listens to your pleas, he goes, "All right, hold on to it. Give me 1 minute. I'm gonna go see if I can bring someone out here." And
Okay.
Fleb walks into the gates. The other two guards signal for the gates to open. It opens. He walks in. They shut the gate behind him.
So, Deb and Kleb, have you guys known each other long?
First time actually working our shift together. We're kind of running
Oh,
a
you
skeleton
just met-
crew around here.
Just met today with Fleb, Kleb, and Deb. That is a funny coincidence.
I think the chief has a sense of humor, if you know what I mean.
Magical.
Yes, that is true. There were other people with weird matching names, and there were other long time ago, like yesterday.
Really? Like who?
Yes. It was. I don't remember their names exactly, but I think one was Ben, and the other one was Ren. Those could be kids. Those could be some kids. I don't.
I mean, that could be anyone.
It's been happening the entire time that I've met up with these guys.
Well, Corvos is a pretty tight knit city. We are. We all tend to know each other a little bit. It is a big city, but
Yes, it is. I've been here 5 years.
yeah, then. I'm sorry. What's
Yep.
your name?
Oh, Marktov the Collector.
Any relation to Starktov, the Stelector?
Is the Collector his last name? Because the Collector is not my last name. It is
Oh.
just a title that I've ascribed to myself.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
It's the title he described himself?
Yeah, no. It's the last name for him.
Oh, yeah, well. So there's no relation there either.
Oh. Huh. Yeah,
Did
that
you
sounds
say
about right.
he was the selector?
Yeah, selector.
Yeah.
I thought you said Stelector.
I've got a
Oh, they
list.
said selector, like he'd select things.
It's okay, I understand that.
You collect things, he selects things.
Yes.
You know.
Yes, it's very peculiar. You know, if it wasn't a name, I'd think something of it, but it's just a
wild,
name.
wild world.
You know, I do collect a lot of different things.
Really?
I look at him up and down. Do I see any hair on the top of his head?
He's wearing a helmet. There's
Do I
no
see any hair poking through?
there's no hair visible from his helmet.
Do you have any
Do
hair?
we still have the brooch? We still have the brooch, right?
You guys still have the brooch. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he's gonna respond to Marktov and be like, "Do I have any hair?" I mean,
Yes, like on your head. Do you have any hair?
he like looks down at his mustache. He goes, "I got this."
Can I have a lock of it?
A lock of mustache?
Sure, why not?
I don't think there's enough
What
hair
in
for
the
me to
hell?
form a lock of it.
That is true. I don't want just loose hair in my bag.
I lean over to Evie and I'm like, why does he keep asking for people's hair?
I
What's
don't
going
know,
on?
but I'm pretty sure he's lost it.
Kleb's just like,
What
why?
the- what
Why
the
do you
hell's
want
going
hair?
on with this city?
Yes, if you guys really want to know, come here. Come in.
Yeah,
I go over to
what's going on
Clem
with
in
his
the
hair?
opposite direction of him.
Okay. Guys, bring it in. If you wanna know.
What is?
So, what he does is he takes those hair from people and then he controls their soul.
What
How did you get my plans?
is Shula? Is that like a divinity thing with paladins and whatnot?
I don't know. I'd have to learn more about his goddess.
Yeah.
Figured he just threw him into potions and made himself look like other people.
Orion reaches into his pocket, pulls out a certain book, and starts writing down notes.
It's his Markov book.
I'm not saying anything.
It is a marked
a
out
book.
book.
He's creating a file on me.
There's a book.
There's just one tab that sticks out of it. It's the only tab, and it just says Marktov on it. And that's it.
It might be colored. There might be color. It might be colored like gold.
He's like, I keep files on lots of people, but you look at it, and there's still just that one tab and nothing else.
Let's hear.
So, Kleb, I was asking for hair because, well, I'm a collector of all sorts of things. I just want, some hair, some people's hair. Do you have any locks of hair that I can take?
Hair.
Look here, Wild Bill.
Yeah.
Hair.
I mean,
He's
I
doing
would-
this. Evie is like taking all of her hair and putting it back and like pulling up her hood.
I would ask for some blood, but I do not have an efficient way of extracting it without much pain.
All right, I'm
All right.
just done with this.
I
Okay.
walk away. I'm not associating myself with
Yeah,
any
I just-
paladin right
Kleb
now.
just kind of walks back to his post and stands like a statue all of a sudden, like he's at attention.
Hey, Arcturus.
I head back towards Deb.
I look over to Arcturus and I kind of crouch over to him and I'm like, hey, man, I think we're gonna have to kill Markov.
I'm good with that.
All right, I mean, it's getting weird, bro.
So,
Just
This
watch.
guy's kind of creepy.
You watch.
Marktov, as you
All right.
approach Deb, give me a perception.
Oh God, where's my perception?
It's bad, I can tell you that much.
No, I didn't say what. I said where. 3 minus 1 for 2.
I was right. So, yeah, you walk over to Deb, and Deb seems to be a rather clean-shaven man. And Deb kind of looks you up, and he goes, I'm not giving you my hair.
Not asking for all of it, just a little luck.
Why?
Because I am a collector of things.
But what are you going to do with it?
Put it in the collection.
And then what?
Keep it forever. I don't know. Maybe if somebody wants it enough, maybe I'll trade it to them.
Roll me a diplomacy, actually, on that comment.
That'll be 14 plus 6 for 20.
So he takes interest in what you said there, as far as the maybe you'll trade it to them. And he goes, so you trade for hair, huh?
Well, I would, yes.
And he grabs his helmet, he pulls it off, and you notice he's actually got shoulder length hair that was just tied back and running down to his the back of his head, that was hiding underneath his helmet. And he goes, well, what can I get for this?
Oh, tree fitting.
Well, I mean, I would only ask for a single walk. I wouldn't want to. And while Markov is struggling with his own hair tie, I would like to trade. What are you willing to accept in exchange for a small lock of hair?
I don't know. What you got?
Finally unleashes his hair, and he just shakes it all around. It's the same length of hair, and it's like glorious flowing golden hair.
Oh.
Oh, let's see. What do I have? I've got these. I pull it out. I pull out like a couple pieces of twine with like a leather strap between them. I've got this sling. I've got. Let me see. Probably don't need this. I've got the flint and steel. I'll throw them both together.
Flint and steel, huh? I mean, basic stuff. So you're off in the flint and steel and what?
It is in the sling.
A sling. I mean, that could be fun for some hair. I mean,
slings are very fun.
Hey, Deb looks over to Kleb, and you can visibly see Kleb just kind of like shaking his head and like face palming. And Deb looks back and he goes, all right, yeah, you want to lock in my hair? Sure. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do it.
Awesome.
Okay. I don't have any way of cutting the hair. And he kind of like shoves his sword kind of back like on his hip, so you like it's not as apparent.
You don't have a dagger or anything?
He kind of like eyes around. He goes, hey, Kleb, you got a dagger? And Kleb's like, nope, don't got a dagger.
I pull my sword. I say, I have a sword right here.
Oh, well, and they pull their swords really quick. Oh, hey.
I put up my other hand like, oh, hang on a second. That was just to cut your hair.
You guys should definitely keep your swords out.
You guys are like quite a ways away from me, right?
I mean, they're not like standing right next to you.
We are definitely not helping. Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys see me pull the sword.
In the background, you hear, oh, yeah, you guys better want to keep your swords out.
Just to cut your hair.
He goes, yeah, well, I'll do it. And he goes,
It looks like you have a sword yourself, and I sheathe mine.
He goes, I don't know where this came from. I'll use this. And he like goes to his hair and he cuts a bit off of it, and he gives you a nice.
Cut down, cut up.
What?
Don't cut down, cut up. Don't cut towards your neck. Cut away from the neck.
Like this. And
I mean, I guess
he slices off a bit, and he gives you a nice lock of hair. It's brown. I think he's trying to talk, but he forgot he's not audible. I saw him doing hand motions, but he has push to talk, and he was using both hands to animate it, so he couldn't push to talk.
I take the lock of hair, and I take like a couple strands of it, wrap it around, turn it into a little bundle, and I put it in my pocket.
Okay. Excellent. He puts his hand out and he goes, all right, what you got for me?
Oh, yes, there's I pull out the sling and the flint and steel. I just hand it over.
All right. And he pockets it and he goes, pleasure doing business with you. And he puts his hand over his mouth and like kind of holds it towards Kleb as if he's going to be talking to him. He's not hiding it very well, but he goes, I was going to get a haircut next week anyway.
Good.
Decider, you have been awarded a +1 from Orcus 86.
Oh, yeah. That's what I need. That's what I need right now.
Can we revoke it from him?
The note specifically says the GM gets to make trouble.
Oh, I will make all the trouble.
So that means we can't.
So, you guys have been waiting there maybe like 5-6 minutes or so, and Fleb comes back with another person in tow, and he goes, well, hey, I've got here the royal jeweler. He wants to take a look at it, if you don't mind.
Sure.
So he's got like a little monocle on, and he comes up and he goes, hey, if I may.
Yep. Here you go, sir.
All right, and he's an older gentleman. You know, he's definitely, time is worn on him. He's kind of got like a hunched appearance to him, gray hair.
So I think I could take him
I mean, if you
in a fist fight.
I would say you'd think you could take him. Yes.
Okay. All right. Just making sure.
And he grabs the brooch from you and he looks it over. And he kind of got a monocle, like examining it. He looks over to the guard and he shakes his head, hands it back to you, and he walks away. And Fleb goes, well, he says it's the real thing. So I believe there was a reward of 1,200 gold, if you're willing to hand it in.
I am.
Very well.
Would let me ask you a question. Would we be able to talk with the queen about this?
Oh, no one's seeing the queen right now.
What about an advisor of hers?
Look, all right, you're pushing your luck already, being here, trying to hand in this brooch during all this. I
feel like we're doing you guys a favor, right?
I mean, you did handle Gadrin, but I don't know, man. There's no way I can let you in right now to see the queen.
No, I get that. I completely get that. But I mean, we might be able to be willing to take a little bit less money if we could talk to one of the advisors.
I'll see what I can do.
Okay.
So he walks back in, signals the other guards to let him in. They let him in, and the gate closes behind him. Do you guys want to do anything while you're waiting?
Yeah, I want to cast maximized empowered fireball.
Fireball? Okay, yeah. So roll it to hit.
So I put my hands together like this, like right in front of me, and I start to make arcane motions, and nothing happens.
Okay, and as you do,
I walk over to Arcturus and I join him, and our powers combined, and
nothing happens.
A lightning fireball.
And
he did not.
So as you wait there, waving your hands around and stuff, and the guard's just kind of chuckling at your motions.
We intertwine as we cast.
I want to whisper to the guards. They're strange ones, aren't they?
says the hair collector. You get a load of these guys, man. I can't believe they were the ones who took out Gadrin.
Hey, stop it. No.
So as you guys wait, a person comes down, and she you can see there's a woman walking with Fleb, and Fleb opens the gate up, and they walk out, and Fleb goes, gentlemen and ladies, I introduce to you Chrysidia, Field Marshal Chrysidia.
Chrysidia?
Chrysidia, yes.
Can you spell that for me?
Cressida.
Field Marshal.
Field Marshal Chrysidia.
I would like to. I'm sorry. I would like to meet him or her. Okay, her.
So, I've shared an image of her with you. She would be described as a somewhat attractive woman. She has a tired look upon her face right now. Someone who seems to have been exhausted by recent events. She's dark-haired, dressed in red armor, and she introduces herself. Alongside that, she goes, hello, I'm Field Marshal Chrysidia, and who might you all be?
I want to captain, and I want to show her respect and be deferential, and I'm going to be like, Captain, my name is Arcturus, and I am new to this city. We, through a series of unfortunate events, we found ourselves in the possession of this. Being new to the land, just trying to get the lay of the land and maybe make some contacts here in the city, and maybe we can be helpful again into the future to the crown. And so I thought, the reward that was offered for this brooch was 1,200, but as a sign of good faith to the crown, I figured we could just take 1,000 for it and maybe be able to call upon you in the future if we needed information or help. And you want me diplomacy?
No, she just takes in everything you say, and she nods her head.
Or maybe even work. Being the field marshal, I'm sure there's plenty of things that your soldiers don't necessarily have time to get around. Oh, by the way, my name is Orion Dominius. I am Platinum Ascended Wizard from the halls of Anagogi. And these are my friends. And so...
I have heard of the Anagogi family.
Yeah, Anagogi. It means ascended in ancient languages.
I'm sorry, I've not slept well recently.
It's okay. It's purely okay.
I walk on
But
over.
as my friend, I gesture over to Arcturus and I just say, as you were saying, Arcturus.
What are your thoughts on this, Cressida?
Well, I'll be honest. It seems like people of your skills would come in handy to the city right now. I'm sure it's become apparent to you that we're in a bit of a disarray, if you will. And I certainly could use help bringing order back to the streets, if you would be willing to help me in such things.
We would, I think. And I look around at my new friends and I say, friends, are you in agreement? We'll take 1,000 gold for returning this, and as a sign of good faith to the Cressidia.
Sure.
That means 220 for most of us, and Markov gets 100.
You were the one that actually asked for less money, so I think you should get the less.
No.
I look at the captain. I say, anything for the city, absolutely.
And I'm sorry if
I straight my ascot.
Sorry if I'm butting in, but I don't believe the rest of your friends have introduced themselves.
I am the Paladin Markov the Collector from the Pathfinder Society.
Ah, a member of the Pathfinder Society, I see.
I
And a
step
paladin,
forward.
no less.
And I open up my robe so you can see the symbol of Serenre, and I bow and say, I'm Shula Dawnflower, a personal oracle of Serenre.
Marta looks shocked.
Your kind is welcome here among these times.
And I step forward and I kind of step away from Mark Tov and take my hood back down and introduce myself. I'm Yvette Hart. I was trained as a ranger in a small village outside of town.
Ranger in the city walls. That's a bit unusual. If I may ask, what brings you here?
I have family in the city.
Ah, very well. I'm sorry. I hope they're all safe.
I haven't had the chance to check, so hopefully they are.
Well, if you would care to share their details, I'd be happy to send a detachment of guards to check on them.
Sure. I have a brother here in town, and I have to remember his name because I have 6 brothers.
Big family, I understand. Well, as soon as you remember, feel free to share that information with one of the guards, and I'll make sure to check up on them.
Okay.
Well, it seems that the jeweler tells me you do have indeed the actual brooch of the queen. It went missing some time ago.
We also eliminated an issue that had been plaguing your city.
Indeed, I've heard you eliminated Gadrin and dispelled his lambs.
Those poor kids, it's rough.
Yeah.
It was indeed a rough situation, but as long as everyone involved in that operation is gone, we won't have to worry about them rounding up kids and doing this to them again.
We shall see with that.
So,
is there a way for us to contact you in the future, or?
Well, feel free to contact any of the guards or come here to the castle. You'll often find me here with the rest of the guards. doing what we can to keep the queen safe. I'm sure you've heard of the king's death, unfortunately.
Yes, even being new to town, it was the announcements in the streets. It seems like there's some civil unrest here.
You could say that. But I need all of you to go around and just please help maintain order. I would be glad to compensate you for your time.
Do you have anything in specific in mind, or just generally?
Where should we start?
Well, I mean, I've heard about a bit of unrest northeast of here, around some shops. I'm trying to think. There was an inn around there.
Was it
Yeah,
the
we need a
orchestra?
place to stay as well. We're looking for lodging.
Yes.
The orchestra.
Yes, the orchestra. The place has been under
Nope.
quite some unrest lately.
I'm out.
I know exactly that. It's
I
rest, actually.
apologize, Field Marshal, but that's going to be a big no.
I'd be happy
Alright,
to
yeah.
arrange free
No, no,
accommodations
yeah.
for you there.
The
I
thing
side eye Orion and Arcturus. Shh. Stop it.
we did help out the people of the orchestra. We brought all them back. They were. I think that was what the unrest was. We were over there just not half an hour ago.
They're good people, aren't they? Very friendly.
They are.
Sense motive.
Sure, feel free. Go ahead.
That'd be a 9.
Yeah, you believe her. You believe she honestly thinks they are
Okay.
good people.
Okay, sounds good.
Yep.
Yeah,
she
they were
goes,
definitely good people. A little, how can I say this? Grating on the nerves, though.
Nah, I don't think so. I don't agree with you on that.
Sense motive.
I didn't find that either.
Feel free to roll it.
Eight.
You believe her.
Okay. I guess to each their own then. Priscilla.
I mean, sure, they've got a little, they're a little different, but I'm sure you'll enjoy their hospitalities.
Aren't we all just a little different?
We are.
Yes. Yes, you
Some
are.
of us more than
Yeah.
others.
Yes, you are.
I hope you're including yourselves over there, Mr. Martial Arts.
So, as far as your payment, I know you're.
Orion, do your thing. Do your thing.
I'm good.
I know you're willing to
Just go to sleep.
accept less than what we offered, but you seem like good people, and I'm still willing to give you the full amount plus the
yeah.
bounty of Gadrin.
Ooh, what was the bounty of
Definitely.
Gadrin?
Oh,
So,
absolutely.
if you'd be so kind as to accept this 1,700 gold.
I'll tell you
Can it
what.
be a round
You can
number?
take my part from Gadrin, and you can just put it towards finding those kids and get them a home. But I will take my part in the brooch return.
Believe me, we'll do what we can for those children, but
Yeah.
the gold is
Just
of
use that money for that. Those kids deserve it. I don't.
the gold is of no consequence to us. I mean, we are the castle of Corvosa.
I see. Well, all right then. I'll take it.
Looks like it's 340 to each of us.
340 each, yeah.
Good
Nice.
maths, everyone. Good maths. Proud of you all.
Math.
I take my Gadrin amount and I hand it to Shula, and I said, "Get that to some coffer somewhere for somebody, please."
I will take it to the temple of Serenray in town and drop it off there
Sure.
when we get a
Sounds good.
chance.
Yep. And now, is it common for half elves to be in this town, this city?
Mhm.
Are half elves pretty common? Okay.
Yeah. There's this city is a very large city, and there's all sorts here.
Okay. I just kind of bow to the field marshal and say, "Pleasure making your acquaintance," and I'll see myself out.
Alrighty, and I
I'll
will
walk
make
off.
sure to send word ahead to the orchestra to make sure you have accommodations for the evening.
Thank you very much.
Please do. Trumpet and everybody.
We promised them a drink.
True.
Now,
That's true.
If you'll excuse me, I have to get back to my duties, but feel free to visit here tomorrow, and I'll let you. You can fill me in on anything that you guys have done, and I'll let you know if there's any pressing issues.
Priscilla,
Yes,
get some rest.
as there's evident bags under her eyes, She just shakes her head yes and like walks away. And the gate closes behind her with the 3 guards still standing outside it.
Goodbye, Fleb, Kleb, and Deb.
Goodbye, Marktov, Evie, Shula, Orion, and Arcturus.
It's strange that you guys know all of their names. I mean, I guess you were listening in, but...
I mean, we were standing right here. I mean, they saw us standing right here. Yeah,
Guys,
I mean,
I'm
we were
sorry.
standing right here. Yeah, I was standing right here too. I mean,
Yeah, we were good like a while back.
okay, all right. Well, you heard what Chrysidia said. We'll be here if you need us.
Alrighty.
Let's
I
go to
make
the
my-
orchestra.
Should you need us?
I make my way back to the orchestra.
All right.
Yay.
So,
I turn to Orion. I know that they're weird, but at least we'll get a good chuckle and a drink. And after everything that's happened, we probably need it.
Well, there's this guy named Tony who's controlling me that's not quite sure he can make it through the rest of the episode if he has to meet Trumpet again. So just keep that in mind, Miss Shula. You have your gods and I have mine.
Somebody, wait, I want to walk around to the back of Orion, and I just want to kind of grab his robe and pick it up a little bit. And are you a puppet?
It's a long story. Part of the ascension process is you have to bond to a great being from beyond who is quite the impressive individual and an amazing deity that everyone should celebrate and aspire to be like.
I've never heard of this deity, Tony.
Yeah.
Tony
Yeah, there
the
you go.
deity.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh boy.
I just kind of shake my head and I
That's
start
canon.
reluctantly, very, very reluctantly walking towards the orchestra.
I cast Steed, or what the hell's it called? I cast Mount, and this beautiful black horse, midnight black, with this trail of white hair of the mane come across, appears in front of me. And so this is Stardust. This is my mount. This is my horse.
Do you actually have
And,
that spell?
I'm tired of walking. What's that?
Do you actually have
Yeah.
that spell?
Yeah, and I have it. And I
Oh,
have
there
it
it is.
prepared.
Someone's a riding horse. Yep.
Yep.
Nice.
It's a great spell.
Excellent.
Yeah, and I said I'm tired of walking. I can.
Sorry about that spell.
And now, did you summoned a horse, not a pony, right?
Yes,
Okay, just wanted to make sure.
it's a beautiful. It's a beautiful black. It actually has a shimmer to it because it's arcane in nature. And this is Stardust, and I don't feel like walking. I can carry one more if somebody else wants to jump on, but I'm tired of walking.
Easy, I jump right on.
All right, and so as far as the two of you on the majestic horse, are you guys gonna move at the same pace as the rest of the team, or are you just gonna go ahead? Okay.
Yeah, but we look good. Like we look. I mean,
We look
midnight. I mean,
good.
Stardust is a beautiful.
We make this
horse.
look good.
So as you're going down
It
the
actually
street,
glimmers kind of like the galaxy does when you're out camping. It
So-
glimmers a little bit.
so as you're going down the street, you know, 3 of you walking, 2 of you riding. There's a couple of people on the side of the street that as you pass, they go, "Oh damn!" And then you just, you keep going past
Look
them.
at that whip, yo! Look
Yeah.
at that whip. That's right.
Wow, and like a couple of people are really impressed. And as you start to get closer to the orchestra, you hear off in the distance, not quite at the orchestra, but a little bit beyond it, you hear someone going, "Help!
I run over.
Help!"
I look at Martop, just like, oh my god.
I run over.
So, as you continue to run, it's about it's a block past the orchestra and around the corner. And as you approach that corner, and you hear the ever growing moans of the "help," you suddenly hear a vicious roar.
Rawr, 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 rawr.
And we are going to end tonight's episode of Tabletop Tavern 2.
Oh no.
And by the way,
Another attack.
that is going to be the random encounter provided by Leet Honey Badger. So thank you.
Thanks,
Appreciate
Lee.
it.
Nice.
Thanks, Leet.
Awesome.
I like farming that XP. Thank you.
Mhm.
It's
Oh,
awesome.
by the way, this is a level 2 campaign. You're just going to be level 2 the whole way. So,
That's fine.
Yeah.
Right. All right. Can I tell you guys a fun use of mount?
sure.
Mhm.
When you have goblins rushing you on a rickety dock, you cast mount between yourself and them, and it collapses the dock with all the goblins in the water.
I like it.
Oh,
That happened.
You see Orion take out a note as he's hearing the story from Arcturus, and he starts writing down. Arcturus, that's quite ingenious.
Maybe there might be a trap on the door. Let's have the mount go through it.
Have the
Oh,
door.
that's another great. Don't
door's
listen to
opening.
him, Stardust. Hey, that's a great idea. It's okay, Stardust. Don't worry about that.
Summon this majestic creature from another realm just to find traps and take the hits. Oh, poor thing.
The only thing that about that spell is that it has no military. It can't attack at all.
Right.
But it's a great spell. There's a lot of utility there.
So, let's gather some thoughts, feelings from the cast here. Let's start with Luna. How are you feeling? How's your character feeling about everything?
Well, I would just like you to know that I could tell Trumpet where Carmen Sandiego is.
Oh, can you?
Yeah.
Where in the world is Carmen? Ah, look at that.
Oh,
San Diego.
Holy-
Wow.
oh my goodness.
So I cosplayed Carmen Sandiego at PAX a few years ago.
Did you really? That's amazing.
Yeah, I really did.
That
Yeah.
impressive.
I love it.
So yeah, that was part of my
Holy crap.
cosplay.
You totally caught me off guard with that.
Is it Carmen Sandiego the cartoon, or is it Carmen Sandiego the game show back when we was kiddos?
This was
Oh,
the
yeah.
original Carmen Sandiego the cartoon, like way back.
I
That's why
remember
it's
both.
yellow and not black on her hat.
I remember
Yeah.
both of those. I remember the game show and the cartoon. That was,
I used to love the game show.
Oh yeah.
But anyway, so yeah, I think tonight was a ton of fun. I think it was exactly what I needed tonight. The laughs were great. It was so much fun. And as for what Evie is thinking, she's just like, the hell kind of town did we walk into? Which is weird because it's kind of similar to how Edabrix feels at the end of every week too. What the hell kind of town did we walk into?
It's a constant feeling in this world.
So strange. Yeah, no, I just thank you, all of you, for all the laughs, you guys and chat and everybody. Like, for me, that was exactly what I needed tonight. So I am appreciative.
I have to agree. I certainly could use it myself. So, remove disc.
well,
Well, what do you do? Yeah, there you go. Use both hands to talk, forgetting you have push to talk. That was a pro
anyway.
move. Pro move.
yeah, definitely pro streamer right here.
I saw you doing it, and I was
Pro
like,
streams.
doesn't he have push to talk? And then
I thought the same
I was
thing.
going with a long monologue speech going. I just had two hands. I didn't even think about it. It's like, yeah, they can hear me. That makes sense.
yeah.
But no, yeah, it was a lot of fun. Aside from that, I was still laughing about it like half hour later. It was a lot of fun. I love Trumpet the Orchestra. Please don't hurt them. If you hurt them, I will hurt you.
Their fate is in your hands. How about that?
I mean, tax
All I gotta
still
say is-
exists.
Yeah.
You know, all I gotta say is, you know, what Orion does, Tony doesn't.
That-
So don't hate me for what Orion does.
So Orion's going to kill them.
No,
That was the most unconvincing no I've ever seen in my life.
Shula will not let you.
The cookies, nah.
Oh.
no, it's not.
What's Marktov feeling?
Marktov is feeling pretty much exactly the same way. If the mighty deity Decider 12 hurts this wonderful crowd of people, he's gonna hurt Decider 12.
Don't worry, I worship La Chupo, the rat god. So, yes, don't worry. We rats are never deceptive or unkind, I think.
Marktov loved the entire chase, like again with Trumpet's Everything.
Trumpet's everything.
He felt so bad about the end there, but
So,
what can you do?
interesting fact about Trumpet. I made up the character Trumpet a long time ago. I believe I was on one of my trips. I might have been in either Texas or Florida at the time when I came up with the idea for Trumpet, and I was really excited to finally reveal him. So I thought tonight was a good night. So, but yeah, Mike, did you want to go last as usual, or?
Yeah.
Okay, Amanda.
Shula is very amused by this whole situation and her comrades, and even though on the outside she may be trying to convince Arcturus and Orion to, go with the flow, but she's very amused on the inside, and it's been a nice relief after, all the stuff that we had going on the day before. So it was nice to just have some time to just be like lighthearted and to chill, and she's doesn't expect any trouble because she's very aloof. So, but I'm sure there's trouble coming.
Oh,
so.
There's always trouble. It's Corvosa, and
Right.
I think you're starting to get the reputation of this city. So, yeah.
But yeah, she's really enjoying these people that she has randomly come across, and for her, it just feels like business as usual. Going from like town to town and just doing things for the city and doing random good deeds. So she's kind of like a missionary oracle. So
This is fitting right in then.
yeah, it doesn't seem unusual. She doesn't realize maybe how her fate is intertwined with these people, but hopefully
Only
that'll soon
time
be
will
revealed.
tell. Indeed.
Yeah.
Interesting.
But yeah, like Luna said, the laughs were great tonight, and thanks to everybody for tuning in, and definitely was needed this week. So
Same. Dice Barbarian.
Hey,
Hi. Oh, sorry. I meant to say
I-
hi.
I usually really try to keep my demeanor. I have no idea why you naming this dude Trumpet broke me the way it did.
You
I
cracked
put a
me
lot
up
of
just
time into my
watching you
characters.
laugh.
I spend like hours developing characters, and choosing a name is like this 3-day long process to pick the right name and how it's spelled. And you come up with this name like just Trumpet, like really
Trumpet. Yep.
that's what you got. And it
don't
was,
forget about trombone and tuba
Yeah.
and triangle.
Yeah.
And
Timpani.
triangle and,
It was just so-
tambourine.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
And
just
timpani.
so
Yeah.
perfect that it just broke me, dude. I have not been broken like that ever in a game, but in a
Oh,
long time in my life.
I was just cracking
So
up watching you crack up.
thank you.
Just yeah.
Yeah, like
It was
You know,
great.
brother to brother, thank you very much, because Tony needed that big time. I need to let that out. That was good. And I hope other people laughed along with me.
We totally did.
I saw lots
was-
of laughs
Yeah.
in chat, so I think
Yeah.
we were all
Yeah,
all
good.
enjoying that.
Trumpet.
Floop, I'm
his
going to
name's Trumpet?
apologize to you right now because I'm forever going to associate your ayaya with ha.
No.
Oh,
Bad. Great. Orion,
Yes.
he's going a little like this is his first time really being out on his own doing his thing, and he's learning. He's apologizing,
He is.
after he he realizes he was wrong, and he comes off very, he doesn't think about what he says all the time, and the emotions are kind of tricky for him. And
I thought
he
that was a
really wanted to
very,
use this horse spell. He really wanted to show off his horse.
a nice
like
horse.
big time. Yeah, it's a beautiful steed. I don't know. He doesn't know what the hell's going on with Mark Taub on everybody's hair. I mean, he definitely is worried about that.
I still don't know. All right, I'm the GM. I don't know. I don't know what's happening.
can't wait to tell everybody.
But
I know his backstory, and I don't know why he wants hair. I don't.
I will say this is Orion is extremely, genuinely. He graduated with the highest honors in his school, but he's genuinely impressed with the casting that's going on in this group. Self-healing, healing others and helping them, pulling eagle after eagle out of nowhere. He's seen this kind of stuff before, not the healing and the divine stuff he hasn't, but the fact that he's seeing it live outside of the classroom and people that he sees as undereducated are still able to just do this kind of stuff, it's kind of tripping him out a little bit because he's very disciplined. Like, only the privileged, only those who walk the halls should be able to do these things, and he's seeing these extremely talented people do it at whim, and it's taking him back, and he's trying to, but he loves every moment of it.
You have quite a talented group there.
He's impressed.
Yeah. Mike, you're next, but I want to say one thing before you go.
Absolutely.
The Utyug, okay? I just want to point this out to everyone in chat and to the cast here, because I think you guys are going to lose your freaking mind when I tell you this. The encounter was supposed to be a single Utyug, which was a CR4 encounter.
What? No.
Yes.
What?
No.
It was a CR4 encounter.
I
You
mean,
guys...
it hit like a truck, dude.
It did. You guys took it down so well. I added a second one, so there was 2 CR4 enemies in that encounter, and you
He's
guys,
so OP.
you guys blew it out of the park. So I just want to point that out to you. But
Cool.
Mike, go ahead.
I would just like to say tonight was exactly what I needed personally. You know, a way to escape the madness and hang out with some friends and laugh. Like, when the jokes started coming, it's like, this is, in all honesty, this night is probably a little sillier than we normally do, but I think everybody as a whole needed it. But the Carmen Sandiego thing and all that stuff, I was just like, oh my God, well played, sir. Well played. Because the hits just kept on coming. Trumpet,
No words, right?
I don't have any words. All right. So as far as my character, okay. So the character is starting to, you know, without revealing too much, he's starting to do what he does. You know what I mean? Like, he's doing it, and like things are happening, and he sees the people around him, and he thinks, you know, he's looking at them like, yeah, these could be some good long-term friends. Even that crazy paladin, who absolutely is crazy. And he thinks at this point he actually might be a necromancer, and he's going to have to kill him.
Yeah, could be.
Yeah.
Necromancer in disguise.
But I like I haven't been able to play a city intrigue in a long time, and being able to, you know, talk to the NPCs and having them feel like they're fully fleshed out is a wonderful thing. So Arcturus is kind of building an information network so that we can always have work and get information on anything we might need. So that's kind of his thing. He's doing his thing.
Yeah, he's doing a good job of it. He's throwing a lot of coin everywhere, but I mean, hey, they just got paid big, so what does it matter?
Yeah.
All right. And I'd like to thank everyone for tuning into the show. I had a lot of fun tonight, you know, doing this, and I think, as a lot of people have echoed, it was a much needed, much needed gameplay there, much needed laughter, much needed event. I was very nervous about doing this show at first because I want to put on a good show, but every single time I do this, it's just so much fun, and all that worry just washes away, and I am just here having fun with my friends and with the chat. And I know I can't respond to what's going on in chat, but my lord, things you guys say are hilarious. So.
Yeah, you guys out there, you know, we feed off your energy. We see you guys having fun, and we definitely feed off that energy. So,
oh yeah,
so true.
Can't respond to everything because we're trying to keep the story continuity. I mean, not tonight, obviously, but
right.
we see everything you guys say, and we appreciate you supporting us and making us laugh.
Yeah, so thank you everyone again for tuning in. We will be back next Wednesday, of course, at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Check out our other shows Sunday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. We're Tabletop Tavern. We've got Neural Nexus Zero at 9 p.m. Eastern Time on Mondays. We have, obviously, us here Wednesday, 8 p.m. I like to say it twice because it's so nice. Thursdays, we've got we've got Tales from the Tavern with Luna. And that's our talk show. So feel free to check that out. That's at 8 p.m. East. 8 p.m. right? 8 p.m.
Yep.
I feel like I question it every week. 8
Can we get a
p.m.
new name for our show now?
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. This is tabletop, whatever the hell we call it. So-
Yeah.
yeah.
Hey, I just want to give a shout out to somebody in the community that's been doing a lot of work for us. So all our staff work very hard for us, and we really appreciate it. But Dr. Dune has been working on getting our back catalog of our media up on the respective areas. So YouTube is almost up to speed. No, YouTube's up to speed. We're working on getting the podcast. All the back episodes of the podcasts are going up soon. And he's been doing a hell of a job. So kudos to him. So
Absolutely. Thank you so much. Appreciate all the hard work you've been doing.
Totally.
awesome, guys.
Mike, you
So
got a
we're
raid
gonna go-
target?
Sometimes you'll see Doc hanging out in the Discord chat while he's working on stuff. So pop in and say hi to him so he's not in there by himself.
Yeah. All right, guys, we're gonna go raid a member of one of our shows. The Astro Pub plays on our Monday night show for Neural Nesting Zero. He plays Dr. James Dunn on that show. If you
He's
haven't
been a doctor for anywhere from like what 5 to 39 years or something like
it
that.
starts over every night. Every time somebody calls him Mister, we increment one that night. So
Yeah.
So I'm going to say this, and I know I wouldn't normally say this. Paul, he's been having a very hard time with what's going on. So when you get over there, show him the love. Let him know where you're coming from, and if you enjoy his content, give him a follow. He's a solid dude. He's a great streamer, and he has a wonderful community over there. So we're going to kick off this raid right now, and Decider's going to do his thing, get it over to the ending screen, and when we're ready to go, we're ready to go. But thanks again, as always. We love all of you. If this is your first time tonight, follow the show. Come back and check out our other content. And God bless you guys, and be safe. Take care of your friends and family and as the best you can. So,
And we'll see you next week in the Tabletop Tavern. Take care.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
bye.
Bye, Cawthon.
All right. We are clear.
Whew.